all talked about the woo before, but it still surprised me.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our charity stream for Wavaw. This is our Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th anniversary game. It's not this one, because this one's the second anniversary, and it's still awesome, but you should totally get the 20th anniversary one, or W5 when B-Dave and the others are done writing it. So we're going to do some fundraising for Wavaw, and I'm going to pitch it over to Shar, one of the producers for Vancouver by Night, to talk about Wavaw.
Woo! Hi, everybody. I'm Shar. I am a cast member and producer here at VBN, and I wanted to talk about Wavaw, which is the charity that we're benefiting today and tomorrow in our stream. They're a local rape crisis center that I myself have personally relied on in the past. When the unimaginable has happened to you and you have nowhere to go, they're there to provide you with the support you need. So Wavaw is British Columbia's largest rape crisis center, providing free of charge support services to cis and trans women, two-spirit, trans and non-binary survivors of sexualized violence. Your donations today will be providing survivors with toll-free crisis line support available 24/7, as well as their new text and chat support service that they have, group therapy sessions, one-on-one therapy, counseling sessions, crime victim assistance programs, and so much more. Right now, Wavaw is struggling due to an ever-increasing demand for their services and a lack of funding to provide that support. Due to COVID-19, right now it's extra bad for survivors. Some of them are trapped with their abusers right now, isolated in homes that aren't safe. And Wavaw has adapted to their needs very quickly, but they really need our help right now. Their wait list for one-on-one counseling is over 2 years long due to lack of funding, but together we can change that. Our goal for this weekend is to reach 10,000 Canadian dollars, and we have some awesome rewards for your donations to help us get there. So first of all, we have 3 major giveaways for this entire event, one guaranteed for each day and one that will only be unlocked if we achieve our fundraising goal of 10,000 Canadian dollars. So our final big giveaway is this amazing dice rolling tray and tower and holder from 9 Realms Gaming. Thank you, 9 Realms Gaming. As well as a 2020 Apocalypse D20 from Stormcrow Alehouse. Very on brand for this year, I would say. And then the 2 giveaways that we have for each day are from Stormcrow as well. So they have some nerdy tabletop gaming supplies for you, as well as some swag packs in there. And then besides our giveaways, along the way, we have unlockable incentives for your donations. Every donation of $25 or more will get a live shout out during the game. You can heal the woofs as they're in battle. You can give them extra successes, extra dice rolls, and even receive personal thank you videos from some of our amazing guests. So be sure to check out the Tiltify link in the chat to follow along and choose your rewards. So let's help survivors of sexualized violence get the support they need at Wavaw. The good of it all, even if you don't have a lot of money to spare, just 5 Canadian dollars provides free transport to and from group therapy. $15 provides 1 hour of text chat support. $35 provides 1 hour of crisis line support, and it gets bigger and bigger, up to providing 8 survivors with a group counseling session for $650. Our first giveaway is unlocked when we hit $2,500. So what are you waiting for? Let's get donating and playing. Take it away, Steve.
Steve, you're muted. Still muted. Still muted. Hi everyone, my name's Steve, and I've got a cool dice.
So I just rolled the crisis dice, and I got Tiger King. So that's a thing. So we are doing the Werewolf the Apocalypse stuff, and if you tuned into our last Werewolf episode, the cubs that were sent away via Moonbridge for their own safety, along with the baby that the main pack coterie. Why am I thinking vampire? I'm thinking werewolf. Let's think werewolf. Okay. So the main pack found a baby that was a black spiral dancer / white howler baby that had not yet been corrupted by the worm. So in an effort to protect said baby, they gave the baby to one of the cubs. That would be Karina Origami, and that is being played by Erika Ishii. So we'll do a quick roundtable introducing everybody for this particular group of cubs. Let's start with Erika Ishii.
Would you like me to talk about Karina or myself or?
Yes.
Or Kano Lostos.
Okay. Hi, I'm Erika Ishii. You may know me from LA by Night or my guesting with Critical Role or some of the video games I'm in. I'm playing Karina Ogami. She is, well, I guess you'll find out about her.
And next, we'll slide it over to, let's see who's on the thing. Let's go with Jake. Jake is right beside.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jake. I am going to be playing Cameron Susith, a Shadow Lord. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it at that.
That's a good place to leave it. Let's go up to Mark Meer.
Hello, I'm Mark Meer. You may recognize me from my work in video games or in microscopically budgeted Canadian comedy. I'm going to be playing Patrick, who I don't know if we should get into our various abilities and whatnot, but
if you would like,
I'll be playing Patrick. You'll see what his deal is.
He's Patrick. And over to Luis Carazo.
Hey everybody, I'm Luis Carazo, and I've joined the tabletop role-playing community playing Nines on LA by Night, which I spent a lot of lovely time with Erika jamming on, and American television. So if you've and commercials, I don't know if it makes it all the way up there to you guys in Canada, probably at some point, some of it.
Oh, we watch some American television up here.
Oh, good. Yes, nice. All right. Well, then you've seen me die a lot. I'm working on a death reel, which is just like the 2 seconds of my death in various things. So I'm gonna, I don't know, just for fun, put that out there at some point soon, because there's a lot of time on my hands during these COVID times.
So are you saying you're the Sean Bean of American television?
At least like half the things that I've done, I've been terribly murdered in. So there's that.
Those guest stars, baby.
I know, right? And I'm playing Al Hazen for you guys today, which we'll learn a little bit more about, I guess, as it unfolds. If everybody else is going to be secretive, then I'm going to be secretive too.
That's fair. Somebody in the chat mentioned Shadow Lords. What else needs to be said, really?
It's because they're the best. That's all you have to know, is the best. So...
Right. So I think we can just kind of launch right into it. I'm going to be posting the Wavaw thing in the chat so that everybody can get some donates in. Spread the word if you can't. If you can, donate. No amount is too small. Everything helps. And let's get right into it. So, as previously mentioned, Zanisha handed off the White Howler baby to Karina Ogami. And the group of about a dozen cubs that were sent via Moonbridge, hopefully to safety, but we're about to find out that it probably wasn't that safe. So when last we saw the werewolves, Seamus, the Cairn Theurge, the master of the right, for the Cairn in the Vancouver, the Great Cairn that is located in Stanley Park. He had just opened the portal for the Moonbridge and ushered the cubs into it. Would I be able to get probably what you guys think would be your marching order?
I'm not point.
I'd probably be up front.
Up front, okay. And then
I think I'll hang in the middle. Right, nicely situated in the middle there.
Okay. And there is another group with you that is trailing behind you. Basically, a moon bridge is kind of a spiritual portal. It's a spiritual. It looks like a road, but it looks like it's kind of made of sparkly moon bits that is connecting between various places of power for the Geru. You guys are walking along it, and something doesn't seem entirely correct. So I'm going to get everybody to roll as soon as I find those character sheets. Give me one sec. Let's go with a wits and alertness roll for everybody.
What's alertness?
Alertness is under talents.
Yeah, it's in the first category if you have any.
So,
Some characters do
remind
not.
us. Remind us what? Oh my god. Remind us what what a success would be. Oh no.
Success would be this would be difficulty 6 because it's fairly easy to do. So anything 6 and above would be.
That's right. That's how difficulties work in this. I was thinking it was very much like Vampire, where it's like difficulty 3. You have to have at least 3 successes, but it's difficulty 7 and it's 7 or higher, right?
Yeah. It's difficulty 6. So anything 6 and above.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I got 1 success, but I also rolled a 1, so I think that means I have no successes, right?
That is correct.
All right. Well,
exactly the same.
I have -3 successes.
Wow.
We're off to because I rolled.
I feel
Jake?
bad because I thought I rolled low, but I've got 2 successes.
3 ones
right.
and 2 2s.
So here's what's going to be happening. Karina is more probably focused on the baby that is in the sling that was handed to you by Zanisha. So you're, making sure that the baby is calm, and so you don't really notice what's happening. For Patty and Allison, you would kind of, this is all new to you. You just went through your first change. You don't know what's going on. Things are happening. Somehow you're on a bridge made of moon bits. I don't know what's going on. So you're, you don't really notice. But Cameron notices that there is kind of an electrical field coming up the moon bridge towards you. It kind of looks like mini bolts of lightning are kind of arcing across the moon bridge towards you.
Well, Patty's just sort of like looking around and going, so this is a moon bridge, really? A moon bridge, you say? Huh.
I've never been on a moon bridge, but I don't think that lightning is supposed to be a thing. I could be super wrong with that, though.
What lightning? What are you talking? Oh, that light, right. Now that you actually say that, I see the lightning.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas what that might be? Is there something we could roll to determine what that might be? You are muted. You are muted.
And I'm muted. Okay. This is starting off awesome for me. I'm a little nervous. Okay, so let's go with a intelligence and occult if anybody has any of those 2 particular skills.
Yes.
If not, just go straight intelligence. It's always fun.
And any 10s I re-roll, is that correct?
That is correct. Under 20th anniversary rules, you re-roll 10s until you stop re-rolling 10s. So it's just,
what is the success? Just a 6? Or?
6 or above, yeah.
Okay, I have 2 successes.
2
Right.
successes.
So
I got 4 successes.
If I have both occult and intelligence, do I choose one or the other to roll, or do I roll them both?
You would roll them both.
Holy moly. Okay. So
Yeah, there's a fair chunk of dice in there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I rolled 7 dice. I managed to get 3 successes, and that was only because of a critical.
four successes.
4
Nice.
successes. So just to confirm, Alison 4, Patty 4, Cameron 3, and Karina.
How many
successes?
2.
2. Okay. So Allison and Patty would be the ones most knowledgeable in the occult in this particular instance. This is very much not something that is regular for a moon bridge. But you do remember in the beginning of the Battle of the Great Cairn, there was a green force field that went above the actual like pretty much all of Stanley Park that you remember. So it may have something to do with that. There may be some sort of magical interference in the moon bridge.
Right. All of those things that you just said, I say to them.
And I agree with.
He'll back me up. He will.
Yes. So we have two choices. We either proceed or we go back. I'm going to approach that electrical field.
It's actually moving towards you fairly quickly.
Uh-oh.
Like it was fairly far off when Cameron first noticed it.
Well, does it appear to be moving aggressively, or does it like?
How aggressive is the lightning?
It's coming. It's basically moving across the moon bridge towards you at a fairly substantive rate, kind of like as if someone had spilled out a bucket of lightning on the bridge, and it's kind of moving across the bridge itself, using the bridge as kind of like a conduit. Like you think that this would probably be something along the lines that, like lightning, if you hit something metal, that it would be kind of moving across it towards you.
Then bracing myself for the inevitable, I just kind of stand still and look up, eyes closed, and kind of trusting my ancestors sort of surrender to what's coming for us.
10-4, you're the guinea pig, and I start walking away from it because I want to see how it interacts with him before I touch it.
I will lean over to Karina and say, it kind of looks like somebody emptied a bucket of lightning, doesn't it?
I'm, sort of rocking the child.
In that case, since everyone is basically steadying themselves for it, I'm going to get a stamina roll from everyone, which will be a soak, which you can do in 20th anniversary because you can't do it in V5.
It's going to be a what? A solo?
A soak roll. So it's basically just straight stamina roll.
Okay.
I rolled 6 and 9. Nice.
3 successes for me.
3 successes.
3 successes.
One over here.
The funny thing about my particular screen is that Erika Ishii is on the right, and then it goes 3, 3, 2, 1. So the people who rolled 3 successes, you feel like a tingling, like you would feel that it would kind of hurt if you hadn't steadied yourself for it. For Cameron, you take 1 point of superficial damage, and Patty, you take 2 points of superficial damage.
Jesus, that stings! Ah!
Ooh.
Oh! Well, it doesn't look like you lot affected it as much as I was. Oh, God.
All right there?
No, I'm not bloody all right. I just, oh, God. Oh.
As soon as I hear Patty kind of moaning and groaning, my gut reaction is to immediately approach him and assess how messed up he is.
There's like minor electrical burns across his legs. But other than that, he seems fairly okay. Like he would just need a bit of rest in order to do it.
All right.
In order to recuperate. And I'm going to get...
Hang in there.
Right. You got anything for the pain?
I do, but you're not hurt that bad.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm going to get a wits and awareness roll again. Sorry, wits and alertness. Sorry, the 2 different skills. I'm thinking vampire again.
Wits and what?
Wits and
Alertness.
Got it.
2 successes.
3,
6
2.
and above is a success, right?
6 and above, yeah.
3 successes for me.
But anyone subtract.
I rolled 3 10s, so give me 1 second.
Take all the time you need. More 10s or another 10? Yeah.
So I rolled 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 successes.
So with hyper awareness, Cameron is definitely the first one to notice this. Initially, when you went through the moon bridge, the moon bridge basically kind of looked like a highway kind of arcing off towards some unknown distant point position. And the moon bridge, after the electrical field, it's the beginning part of it at the far away location is kind of waving a little bit. And it's moving very quickly towards you.
I think we need to get the hell out of here. I think we need to go back.
Ahead of us, it's waving.
Yeah, it's basically kind of waving towards you. It's like somebody basically cracked a whip on the far end of it, and it's coming towards you. It actually looks like after the whip goes through, it kind of looks like it's shattered.
I'm turning and running.
Same here.
Right, me too.
Yeah, and
right.
if I can assist Erika at all, because she's got the child, I want to make sure that she can run safely.
Okay.
I move the sling over on my back, so the baby's on my back, and I sprint for it.
Okay. And it is a valiant effort. Do any of you change forms?
Yeah, why not? We haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What form am I currently in?
You are currently in, I believe, hominid form.
Hominid, yeah. I think I'm gonna change into lupus form.
That would be probably the best for running.
Yep.
My fastest form, so lupus.
I mean, I'll do that as well. If we're on the run, then.
The slight problem, though, with Karina is that you can't really keep a baby in the holder in lupus form.
Can I? That one's half, right? Can I carry it by the scruff in my teeth? Yeah.
Yeah. In your teeth?
Yeah.
If you're really, really gentle, I'm gonna get a dex and.
I mean, that's like, you carry you carry them by their scruff.
By the scruff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough to do. So yeah, you're gonna change to lupus as well.
Yes.
Okay.
And can I use hair's leap? Is that?
You certainly can.
Or speed of thought.
Speed of thought might even be useful as well.
Yeah.
And that is. Let's see what that roll is. That is Silent Striders, if I remember correctly.
Yes, strength and athletics roll.
Strength and athletics, yeah.
Oh boy.
And remember as well, in lupus form, you have the extra 2 dice, I believe, for strength.
Wait, where's athletics?
What if in lupus it's +1 for strength.
Or +1.
Yeah.
Where is athletics?
Athletics would be in your talents, which would be on the left-hand side.
I don't see athletics.
It's the second from the top on the ability section on talents.
With the PDFs that I did, if you didn't pick athletics, you wouldn't have. Athletics.
Oh, okay. So I don't have any. I don't have any.
Yeah, so it'd just be a straight strength roll +1.
Strength +1.
Which I believe is a fair number of dice for Karina.
4 successes.
4 successes. So you're doing the speed.
Mm-hmm.
So Karina basically kind of almost flash-like runs ahead of everyone else, holding the baby in her jaws. As unfortunately, it was a valiant effort, but the whip crack of the moon bridge hits you all, and you basically it looks almost as though some of the cubs were sent off into another direction. Some of the cubs were basically rended asunder. They were killed immediately by the whip crack, and the 4 of you kind of all spiral into one particular direction. And what you see as you are falling is flashes of color, like you're not sure what entirely is going on. You see in one flash a plane of battle that is just vacant of anything. It is a long, almost like like a desert, completely just empty of anything. It looks as if it's a place where a great battle may in the future take place. In another flash, you see a Tyrannosaurus Rex stomping its way through a wild field. And in the last vision that you see kind of like a rainbow spiral around you, and then darkness. You see what could possibly be the city of Vancouver, but it is dark and ashen gray, and it looks as if not snow is falling, but just decay, bits of gray bits, and you are falling towards the Vancouver Hotel from a fairly sizable height.
If that's the case, I'm going to get
Sorry,
out of
the Fairmont Hotel, Vancouver.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if that's the case, if we're falling, I want to be out of lupus form.
Yeah, I'd say Krino's form would probably be the most durable, so I'm going to take that form.
Yeah, same.
As you are falling, Alison and Karina, are you also assuming Krino's form?
Oh yeah.
What is that one?
That is the mid form between.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most durable with the most stamina.
Werewolf.
Yeah, the kind of like wolf-headed giant
Right.
9 foot tall were creature. All right, so are you, as you are falling, for all of you, are you going to try to like connect with each other, kind of huddle up, or just fall as you may?
I'm going to try to grab onto something anywhere, like something to grab onto, so I'm not making that huge fall.
Hey, we're just like kind of falling out into space. There's nothing. I mean, I think I would reach out at least, towards Karina, since she's still carrying the pup.
Yeah, if it's possible, we could all get into sort of a skydiver formation.
Yeah.
Okay. Then for everybody, let's go with a dexterity and athletics. Keeping a note that Krinos gives you an extra dexterity point.
Okay, so it'll be 4 for me. Rerolling 10s. Ooh. Okay.
4.
4, 4, 4, and Alison, don't break my streak, man.
3.
3.
Mm.
Oh. Do we have
as
any extra successes for Alison?
Uh-oh.
So what?
As we're falling, just as we get into the skydiving thing, we're all in Krino's form. So I just say, don't we all kind of resemble a quartet of wily coyotes, eh? I'm going to use infectious laughter just to improve everyone's mood.
Probably a good idea. And infectious laughter is, I believe, Ragabash. Give me 1 sec. I am just referencing that particular rule. That's Hamid. Nope, don't need that.
It's manipulation plus expression, and the difficulty is the rage rating of anyone listening.
Okay. So what is everybody's rage rating? 2?
Let me see.
That's just the number of dots you have in rage.
Yes.
5.
Wow.
This is going to be a fairly easy roll. 3.
Okay. So do I need to roll for everyone, or
make one roll and then we'll kind of figure it out. Pretty much Cameron is going to be immediately giggling at 2 rage because it's pretty much everything that's not a 1 is a success.
So this is manipulate. So okay, so I get to roll 8 dice. 1, 2 successes so far, 3 successes, and roll 3 more dice. 4 successes, 5 successes, and a reroll. Just 5 successes.
5 successes.
That's everyone, isn't it?
That's pretty much everyone, yeah. So everybody immediately feels kind of semi-happy about falling possibly to your death.
That's the one that's trying to kill the rabbit, right?
No. He's the roadrunner. It's the farmer with the big bald head. He's trying to kill the rabbit all the time. Though there have been some crossovers now that you mentioned it. He continues his analysis of Warner Brother cartoons all the way down.
As the building gets closer and closer, you all kind of form up and you come crashing through one of the windows. So I'm going to get a soak roll, which is a straight stamina roll from everybody.
Okay, so and this is Krinos form stamina.
This is Krinos form, so there's 3 extra dice.
Good. I needed those.
Which stat?
Stamina. So it'd be your stamina plus 3.
Cool. 3 successes from me.
3 from me.
0.
0 and 5. Karina, you take no damage whatsoever.
And my priority is still shielding the baby.
Shielding the baby? Okay.
Yeah, who is delighted, just like absolutely delighted by.
Yeah, the
by
kid
Patty.
is basically loving this. The kid, for some reason, whenever there has been death, destruction, carnage, everything else, the kid, for some reason, seems to enjoy it. But in this case, the kid, there's definitely kind of a smell coming from the baby because, it got so excited that, yeah, things like this happen with babies. And Patty and Allison, how many successes did you get?
3.
3 and 3. So you would each take 2 superficial.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, it's not me day.
So Patty's
Stop
getting kind of
me
beat
day.
up a little bit. And Cameron, you would take 5.
Okay, so question on this. How does that work? Because I'm looking at the health section and it says bruised, hurt, injured, wounded, mauled, crippled, incapacitated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would be down at mauled.
Okay, cool.
And I'm currently at wounded. Yes, is that correct?
You were at wounded before, I believe. No, wait, you were at hurt before because you took 2.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. You'd be down at mauled as well.
Oh, I had 3 successes on the fall from.
Oh, so you took 2.
I've taken 2 and 2, so 4 damage total.
Yeah, so you'd be at wounded.
Okay.
I'm on the floor, literally holding my sides, laughing, just like that painful laugh. But like when you're actually physically hurt and someone makes you laugh, where you don't want to laugh because it hurts, but then you laugh because it's funny that you're hurt, that you're laughing. And so I'm literally just like, oh, come on, oh God, son of a, oh God.
I would recognize how hurt he really is, and is he on the verge of like being out of commission?
Not quite yet. Like he is definitely hurting. Like there's like chunks of glass and bits of wood from things that you guys all crashed into on the way. Cameron kind of took the brunt of it. He was kind of the first one through the window / door / wall that you guys crashed through.
So Patty pulls like a large sliver of glass out of his face and he's like, all right then, you said you had something for the pain earlier. I think me and your man could use a little bit of that if you've got any to spare.
Yeah, that'd be good. Oh.
I go to Cameron, who's on the ground, and I just kind of lay my hands on him and I call upon Mother's touch to try to fix him up a little bit.
And while they're doing this, immediately Karina starts scanning the area, checking their corners and everything, and being on the lookout.
Muted.
You're muted, Steve.
For Karina, while I'm looking up the rules for Alizin, you look around and you see it's kind of a ballroom that you crashed into. There's like everything seems kind of the same, but at the same time, it seems kind of different from the regular world. Everything seems a little more decayed, a little more gray around the edges. It's almost as if the building has been here for possibly centuries longer than it really has. And there seems to be kind of like flecks of almost a dust, but it's just kind of a decay that is falling around you.
Sure. I take in everything and, check, mark our exits and sort of simultaneously like rip off some of my shirt and start changing the baby.
All right. And Mother's Touch, I am finding it is... Nope, that's Philodox. Don't need that. Theurge. Here we go. Mother's Touch will be an intelligence and empathy and spending a gnosis point.
Got it. Intelligence and empathy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. And I'll go one at a time for my friends here. That is 1, 2. I rolled 3 successes.
3 successes. That would be 3 points of damage wiped away. You were doing it on Cameron first. Cameron
first, yeah.
So that's 3 points of damage.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh.
And I'll go up to that where that shard of glass was on Patty, and see what I can do for him there. That is 1, 2. Oh, and that's exploding. 3 successes again.
3 successes, same thing. Your wounds kind of supernaturally heal as light comes out of Alizin's hand as he lays his hand upon you.
Right. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. Oh, it's a real fixer-upper, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Question.
And, sure.
How many of our friends did we see? If I was able to notice any of them get destroyed on the bridge, did I notice any number of them? 1, 2, I don't know, all the rest of them?
There was approximately a dozen of you that went into the moon bridge. The 4 of you ended up here. Maybe 5 you possibly noticed that went off in another direction. That's for tomorrow's charity stream. And there was about 3 that essentially looked as if they had been destroyed completely.
Wow. Okay. So 3 of us. Then I say to my friends that I'm still here with, the 3, I point out the 3 of them that I know for sure didn't make it.
Damn it.
And I'm going to walk and look at this pup. Curious about this thing that 3 of my friends just died for.
It is a almost albino white baby that has a very small unicorn horn in the middle of its forehead.
I touch it.
The unicorn horn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's solid. It's a horn.
I hope you're worth it. And then I walk around and survey the area.
I'm going to change back to hominid form. I don't think I need to be walking around as a werewolf.
I sort of cover the baby. I finish changing the baby, and I'm like, of course you're worth it.
The kid is giggling its ass off.
Does it already have a name? Did you guys establish a name? No? Okay.
Chat, if you're wondering, Chat has described it as the child.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Right, I have to say, this child is very cute, but it looks like it might belong to the My Little Pony franchise. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that horn on the head is about.
Can I roll something to see if that is something within our community, and maybe an intelligence occult?
Yeah. And by in your community, Do you mean as part of the werewolf community?
Yeah, I mean, as a part of the community of weird shit that's not human.
That's fair.
Or is this like something new that we've never seen before or heard of? All right. Well, that one's a bad one right off the beginning. Difficulty 6, right? I assume.
Difficulty 6, yeah.
So I had 5 successes, but I had a 1, so 4 successes.
You would know that a white howler baby is extremely rare. It is a black spiral dancer baby that has not yet been corrupted by the worm, and it is like a 1 in 100 million shot.
Aha. And I turn around and I look at the group and I'm like, it's worth quite a few of us. We need to make sure that this child is protected. I know it's hard to see our friends go, but we have to make sure that this child is uncorrupted, because I'm not going to. And then he stops before he like says that he will kill this child if it gets corrupted. And he's just, let's just make sure that it's safe.
Or what?
We don't need to see this child corrupted, is all I'm saying.
I don't know what all that means, but I just know that this child was entrusted to me, and I'm going to take care of it and guard it with my life.
Then keep doing that, because as soon as it's corrupted, it's no longer safe.
Well, then I guess we should find somewhere safe to be.
Agreed.
Right, where are we, anyways?
Intelligence and occult for anybody who wants to look that particular point up.
You know it.
Intelligence occults.
No idea.
That is 5 successes.
Just keep asking me to roll my best roll. That'd be great. I love when that happens.
Intelligence and occult.
5 successes for Mark.
2.
5 successes for Cameron.
4 for me.
4. And Karina, were you not thinking of rolling? It's up to you.
Oh, I had 0. I had no idea. I had no
Okay.
idea.
Pretty much all of you have come to the same conclusion. You've seen Seamus, the right master of the cairn, describe to you in the past what this entirely possibly could be, and this is the Wraithlands. This is the Oblivion where the Wraiths end up. Whenever a human dies tragically, they end up possibly as a ghost in this particular section of the Umbra.
Right. Well, I say we try to find a safe space before Casper and Booberry show up, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what
Don't.
you're saying.
You don't? Okay, now Casper the Friendly Ghost, a lot of people think that he was actually the ghost of Richie
We keep
Rich.
moving. We
and-
keep
oh,
moving. We move. We go quietly. We stick together. Richie Rich.
Right,
And then,
yeah.
Then she keeps moving. She keeps moving.
Right, right. And Booberry, now he was a lesser known of the triumvirate of Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Booberry. And of course, Fruit Brute, who is probably nearest and dearest to our hearts, he got the shaft. He completely.
How he's making these words up, right?
This is great. Okay, and it's at that point, a small portal in front of you kind of starts to spark and come to life.
I would like to use my Sense the Worm ability.
You can certainly do so.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
There is nothing worm tainted about this particular portal.
Okay.
The area around the portal, like
Yeah,
the
the
area that you're
Wraithland.
standing in, is just kind of like your senses get overwhelmed with that. But that is kind of like a bright shining point that you can focus on, because otherwise you would basically have, your senses would have like snapped and you would have like fallen over possibly in a fugue state.
Yeah, I if this portal's showing up and I can tell that it's untainted, it's the only untainted thing here. I think this portal's safe.
And from said portal, stumbling out as if, you know, they only had a few short seconds to make it through, would be Electra and Zanisha. Zanisha is the one who handed Karina the baby as part of the main pack, and we're gonna have our main pack show up. There they are on screen.
Hello.
Ah, are you all right?
It's you.
And the portal, like immediately as soon as they come through, just snaps shut.
Wait,
That was the way out, wasn't it?
Well, it was the way here. Is everyone okay?
Well, define okay.
we lost a couple of comrades. Baby is safe though.
How many were lost?
Yes, lost.
The bridge collapsed while we were on it, or was destroyed, and it ripped them asunder as we fell here.
Zanisha's going to let out a dirge for the fallen howl to hopefully help send off these fallen cubs to Gaia.
All right.
I immediately join in, like on like complete impulse.
Same.
I save my strength.
Patrick looks around and then goes, right, all right, yeah, and he joins in.
Okay.
So
And
that's
Electra's joining in as well.
A little bit.
a
she-
little. What
she's
the
also
hell?
she's also kind of looking at the child too, like just trying to gauge and make sure that it's okay. So she's
Yeah.
a little bit preoccupied.
The child is still giggling its ass off.
Karina allows the uwu to go on for about 20 seconds and then says, all right, that was a lovely tribute, but we have to be quiet. We don't know what's around here. We have to be aware of our surroundings and not let anyone know that we're here.
And then I'm going to get what's the term I'm looking for? Wits and alertness. Everybody take a drink. Yay. It's like a wits and awareness for vampire, really.
Yeah. I still don't have any alertness, even though I leveled.
Right,
Okay.
so that'll be 0 successes for Patrick. So he's actually going to go on explaining about the whole blueberry, fruit brute, yummy mummy connection. How, you know, when they first showed up in popular culture and et cetera, et cetera.
2 for
I'm
Zanisha.
just waiting for him to say something about Lucky Charms, but that's just me. 5 for Electra.
3.
3 for me.
3. Electra, as you were kind of just like, oh, you kind of look over and you notice that there is a woman that has come out of one of the doorways. She is a fairly thin woman. She is dressed entirely in red. And that's for the people who know about the history of ghosts in Vancouver.
Not me.
Not me either, but okay.
Oh my. Hey, does anyone else see that?
I'll
I
turn
turn
to
to
where
look.
Electra, is pointing.
She has a look like she looks like she was born in like the 1940s or so. She has a look on her face of shock. She is like, "Oh no, 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 no! You can't be here. We can't. They can't find out that you're here."
Who's they?
Who's they? Yeah.
Hmm?
The people in charge. It's the
Elaborate.
hierarchy. The hierarchy. If they find out that you are here, you are, I believe, changers.
Right,
You know
right, right. Slow down just a minute there. Let's just take this from the top. And I'm using a persuade roll or persuade ability.
Alrighty. Let's get persuasive.
So this will be charisma plus subterfuge. I believe if I succeed, I'll reduce the difficulty for all social rolls for this scene.
Nice.
That is correct.
So that'll be a big handful of dice for me. Hold on.
Whoop whoop. Love the shika sound.
2, 3. That's
Just
3.
gonna roll my
3,
disaster
1 over
dice just to
10.
see
This
what
is
happens.
also a great time to remind people that if you want us to have even more dice, you can donate and support survivors of sexualized violence at the same time.
The 2-for-1.
I rolled murder hornets on my end, so yeah, 6 successes. Okay.
6 successes total.
She definitely seems far more amenable. She seems a little bit more calmed down, but she's like, I don't think you understand that if the hierarchy finds out that you're here, you're not supposed to be here.
Right. Now, who is the hierarchy?
Wait, Patty. You know what? Screw this nonsense. You're right. They shouldn't know we're here. You should help us get out.
I don't know what the way out is.
Do you know a safe place for us to have this conversation? Because there's going to be a lot of questions.
Yes. Actually, come in here. And she waves you into the door that she just came out of.
Oh, well, that was conveniently located, I have to say. Now, the hierarchy you were talking about?
Yes, they are. They're the wraiths that are in charge.
Right.
They have a nasty habit of. They don't like things that are here that aren't wraiths, that aren't created in the wraithlands, that aren't people who have died. You're all alive, especially that one. And she points at the baby.
It's especially alive, you say?
It's radiating. It's almost like a beacon. That's how I was able to find you so quickly.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
That's not.
Zanisha, Electra, do you know of a way back? How did you make the portal here?
It took us quite some time, quite some effort. We could tell that something was wrong as soon as you took the portal. There was electricity coming out of it. We needed our Rite Master to help us again to create. I don't think we can't do it without a Rite Master here with us right now, and I don't know that right.
No, we kind of just came here to save you guys, and now we're all
in trouble.
Land. Yeah.
Is there a way to dim this beacon that this child is emanating? Can we, like, I don't know, make it so we're less likely to be found so easily?
Camouflage of some sort.
The only way I know about making it so that you don't appear to wraiths, that you don't appear as part of the living, is to kill you.
Right, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No.
Out of the question.
Zanisa like growls and her hackles are all like rise up.
Okay. So have any of you seen The Walking Dead? I hear if like you kill a zombie, you can like put its guts on you and they can't smell you. What if we did that with a wraith?
Do they have guts?
I don't know what they do.
Have corporeal forms.
I have seen that show, mind you. Now, I will say that these fellas, they didn't know who Booberry was. So I'm not sure if the Walking Dead references are going to land as they would. But they did with me. I think we're simpatico here. All right, we're monopolizing the time. We should talk about how to get out of this.
Yeah. Okay. I do have an ability that might help us. I don't know how well it's going to work with the wraiths, but I can manipulate shadows and we can use that to hide, and will give us a little bit of an advantage for visual. I don't know about the child though. If it's emanating life, that doesn't sound like shadows is going to be too helpful.
I can cleanse it, but I think the light that it is emanating is cleansed already.
Right, I think that's the problem. It's too clean.
Yeah.
How do we dirty it up a little bit without actually corrupting it?
Ma'am, is there any information that you can give us to help us? We want to get out of your hair as soon as possible.
I've heard of portals to other, I don't even know what to describe it as, sections of kind of like the spirit realm, I guess. I don't know what it's referred to as. I've heard of other portals that could possibly allow you to escape, but I've never actually been to any of them myself. I've been
A
mostly
moon bridge? Another moon bridge, perhaps?
I don't know what that is. I've been centered here in this building.
Is there a direction you can point us in, and we'll try and make our way from there?
Possibly near Stanley Park. I believe there's a lot of kind of activity in that particular area, but it's probably hazardous to go that way. The hierarchy, knowing that there's activity in that area, they generally keep an eye on things there.
But there's no other options.
I don't believe so.
Then that's where we have to make for. Stanley Park?
Steve, would I know that it's that would the moon bridge that I know of in Stanley Park, would it still work in this other realm that we're in right now?
That would be an intelligence and occult roll.
Well, let me roll.
Or enigmas, whichever one happens to be higher. Let's try that.
Would this count as Garou lore?
This would count as Garou lore, yes.
Then I'm definitely doing occult because it's my specialty.
Nice.
Let me roll this. 5 successes.
You think it would probably work?
Okay, so then I'll turn...
You've never actually heard of really anybody who's successfully been able to do so. Yeah, but it in theory, it should.
Okay, so then I'll turn to the group and inform everybody about the big trees and how there was a bridge that we've used in the past on our plane. So I'm thinking perhaps there might be a way to activate it while we're on this side.
Right. Okay. But we can't think of any way that we could possibly hide this beacon that the baby is putting out, eh? You know, it's a pity that we don't have 2 more babies and a trench coat.
Why?
Well, you stack the babies on top of one another.
No. It's a longer story than it needs to be. I think we need to just keep moving. I think we just got to keep moving. You got to figure out a way out of here. This is not being helpful. If you can tell us where the least activity is, okay, all right. Where the least activity is, maybe we can go that direction and try and find a way out that way. Does that make sense?
Sounds like a plan.
I think that's a good idea.
I kind of want to hear how that trench coat story is going to end.
I think we can do that while we walk.
Yes. I'll fill you in. So I will.
So I think we're going to try to go where the least amount of activity is and just slowly walk that way.
All right. So as you exit the particular suite that you're in, there are several, let's call them wraiths. They're gray, ashen-looking men that look like they're in kind of old-school police uniforms. You're going to have to come with us.
I'm going to try another persuade.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
Karina immediately, sort of readies up, but then, sees Patty, about to actually say something and sort of stands down.
Ooh. That is a total of 7 successes.
Ooh, baby!
They seem very, very happy.
Yeah, I'm afraid, I think the problem is, officers, I think you have the wrong people. You have the wrong people. You're not looking for us. You're looking for someone else. But I would like to say thank you for your service, and you're doing a great job. You're doing a fantastic job.
It's
not us, no. It's not us. We'd love to help you, but we're just delaying you from actually getting the right fellas. So you should probably look for them, right?
Right. And And at this point, you basically, everyone else who's seeing this particular interaction, you definitely get the feeling that persuasion is less of a, scalpel in Patty's hands and more of a cudgel.
And
'Cause
actually,
he's just confused.
I'm going to use two tongues so that while I'm saying this to them,
Okay.
I sort of turn around. The police don't hear me saying this. The police ghosts. I'm just saying like, get the hell out of here. Let's go. Let's go. I can't keep this up forever. They don't hear that. And then I turn back. So as you see, and once again,
Karina immediately takes off.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll beeline away.
Okay. Make the roll for Patty for the two tongues.
for two tongues, I only.
Oh, it's automatic? Yeah.
I
that's
just
right.
spend a willpower and
Spend a willpower? Okay.
It happens.
Yeah, like the two police officer looking wraiths are kind of like, wait, we're supposed to let you're supposed to,
That's right. And actually, now that I think of it, there are some fellas that I think are matching the description that you described, and they were just over there. They were just over that way.
Right. And then everybody else kind of is able to easily
Walk the opposite direction that he pointed.
basically that particular direction would lead you to a staircase. 'Cause
Okay.
Elevators don't really work in the Wraithlands.
Up or down, or both. That's a question to the storyteller. Is the stairs going up, down, or both?
It's going both. You're on the 14th floor.
Down.
Down? Yeah, down.
Sounds. Yeah.
Yep.
I will even yell timber while we do it. So.
All right, we start booking it down the stairs.
Mhm.
And Patty, are you?
The moment that they turn their backs and start gliding away, I'm even using I'll use hair leap if I have to just jump right after them,
Okay.
right after our guys and follow them down the stairs.
The staircase is pretty much the same as everything else. It is gray and ashen, and it's almost sticky when you put your hand along the railing. It's just sort of like a decay feeling that you get from it. As you wind your way down 14 flights of stairs, you would exit out into the main ballroom area, of which there is a lot of wraiths, all dancing and mingling. And there is someone that is on the stage behind a large desk that has various bits of different things. There is an ashtray on there. There is things that you wouldn't have expected to have gone over into the Wraithlands. There's actually a Gare Clave. There is a giant picture behind him, and he looks kind of like a stately gentleman, and he stands up and he goes, "Bring them here."
Directing to us?
Yes.
Fuck, I was gonna try and roll for stealth. Great. I'm gonna immediately do an Anthem of War howl to boost everyone's morale and rally us all together to hopefully do extra damage if we need it.
All right.
Electra is going to stand as close to Karina as possible and just try to look big, even though she's quite short.
As soon as the baby notices you, it's somehow giggling more. You don't know how it's possible.
6 successes.
6 successes. So I believe we figured out that one in our thing.
Yeah. So everyone would get 3 extra damage to all your attacks now.
3 extra damage.
Ooh,
So
okay.
there are some wraiths that are moving towards you to attempt to bring you to the person who pointed at you.
I would like to immediately turn into Krinos form.
It's almost like a muscle memory. They seem kind of taken aback for a second, but then they go to move towards you to try to attack. And I get to roll dice now.
Ooh, I've never left Krinos form.
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I was
let's-
still Krinos too.
I was hominid. I don't mind being in my human form. You're saying.
I'm lupus and always will be.
Human form is okay.
Yeah.
Everyone else is Krinos. Electra is definitely popping into Krinos.
So they are going to move towards probably Cameron at this particular moment. Ooh, 10s. I like 10s as a storyteller when I roll them. Oh, another 10. All right. Yeah, that's a fair chunk of successes.
Come at me, Brosif, is what Cameron is saying. As the storyteller rolls a bunch of 10s, just remember you can donate and prevent some of that damage.
Right?
This actually would be a great time for me to shout out Ian from Onyx Path, Hammer of Terra, the Virtual Adepts, Murphy Pop, and Tyler Boyce. Thank you all so much for your help in donating to support survivors of sexualized violence. Thank you.
And donate if you can. Spread the word if you can't. Anything helps. So, Jake, how many successes did you get?
What'd you want me to roll? I didn't roll anything.
Oh, we would go Dex and Brawl if you're going to be like, are you going to fight them off? Or are you going to
Yeah.
just moving into gravity?
Yeah. So Dex and Brawl, okay. That's not horrible. It's 5 dice.
Yeah.
Plus Krinos.
Duh. So 1 more dice.
Which is +1, yeah, for the Dex.
Okay, I got some 10s too, so you know what? So 4, 5. Well, I got 4 because I re-rolled and one of them was a 1. So
like
counts.
how are you going to be taking care of them? Are you going to try to like push them back? Are you going to try to like claw them?
Oh
fight
yeah.
them?
If how many are coming towards us?
There's 2 coming towards you specifically because you kind of.
So what I'd like to
movement
do
first.
is I would like to I would basically like to like kind of put my arms out and like move towards them. And I understand that I've opened myself up for being hit, but I want to try to move as many of them out of the way as I can to kind of give Karina the ability to run past and like basically like, all right, sacrificing the body for the mind. You know what I mean? Like allowing Karina and the child to get past.
Okay.
And that's only with 4 successes.
So you're going to try to make yourself into a giant 9-foot tall furry Krinos formed plow.
Yep.
Okay. So you see Cameron push forward and grab a few of the wraiths and push them back. Is anyone else doing anything?
I am. So how many of them are around us?
There's a lot. There's probably at least a dozen within striking distance.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm going to. I'm already in Krinos form, and let me know if I can even do such a thing. I'm going to jump forward as Cameron moves forward and does exactly what I see him do. I'm gonna take that even one step further, or try to, and I'm going to start to move closer to Lupus, and then back to Krinos, and then closer to Hamid. But then, so I'm gonna kind of like flicker a little bit more in one direction, and then back in the opposite direction as I then like stabilize again in my Kronos form, just to draw attention to myself as I step forward and loudly growl out to my pack to defend and attack as I try to invoke my leadership ability and inspire my group in any way I could.
All right.
Nice.
Do you want to make a roll for it, or
Hell
do you want
yeah.
let's go with charisma and expression.
Charisma and
I think you have expression. If not,
Or leadership.
or
in
leadership.
Talents.
Yes, I do have leadership, which is what I was trying to get.
Charisma and leadership.
Sweet.
I believe is a fair chunk of dice.
I think it's more than I actually have on me.
Oh God!
Oh no! I have plenty.
I was just say, sounds like someone needs more
3,
dice.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Charisma and leadership. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 successes. Nothing exploded, and
Okay.
and no ones.
Everybody else feels like really extremely inspired. Like he is flickering back and forth between his various forms, and he solidly goes into his Krynos form and he yells out, and everyone else is just you're pumped. There's like adrenaline surging. You're ready to go. Along with the Zanisha howl, like you're going to be doing some more extra damage. Like it's just the battle is definitely started.
If I can attack, I'll attack. But if that took my entire turn, I'm cool with that.
If you want to attack, sure.
The one that Cameron was just engaging, I would.
There's actually like about 3 of them that he's plowing into.
I'm going to take the one that's like a little bit off the side of that. So maybe if there's 3, the one like to the left, just call it that. And I want to shred them, motherfucker.
Alrighty, that'd be a Dex and Brawl.
Sweet.
With the extra Dex for Krynos form.
2, 3, 4. And Brawl, and my Dex in Krynos form. Bonus is okay. Cool. So I think I got that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Boom. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 explosion. 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you basically shred one of the wraiths that is off to the side of Cameron, and he kind of melts into a puddle of just disgusting goo. Karina.
I'm going to, sort of like tuck the child like with one arm, and then just kind of frenzy and sort of like try and clear as many people as possible, just to like sort of clear the way for everybody.
Okay. So with Cameron basically pushing as many as he can, and then Allison kind of moves off to the left and shreds one of his. I'm assuming you're going to the right. And,
yeah.
Okay. So it'll be Dex and Brawl. I believe you are still in Krynos form.
Dex or Strength and Brawl? Or
Strength. Yeah, we could go Strength and Brawl.
Strength and Brawl.
You're definitely trying to do extra damage.
Yeah. And then Krynos form is 4 extra strength?
4 extra strength, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
do I grant them any benefit with the leadership successes that I gave?
Not really. Like it inspires them to get back and get into battle.
All right, cool.
Like, you're definitely leading the charge. Like you are the beacon.
9 successes.
That is a lot. Yeah, that wraith kind of goes away a little bit. In fact, you do so much damage with the one because you're cradling the baby, and you come across with your giant taloned arm, and the one kind of dissipates into the kind of flecks of dust that you've seen, and it kind of, your claw goes so hard into something else, like into another wraith, that it almost, like you can definitely tell that one is also hurting, and it's leaking a bunch of goo. Like you just waylaid them.
And she says, "Out of our way."
And Patty.
Now, question. I don't think I ever said I shifted from Krynos form, but would I have been able to use Persuade and whatnot in Krynos form?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'm still in that. So I'm basically coming up behind Karina, just sort of popping out and going like, "I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding here. Now, if you just would see it our way, but I'm actually launching I'm actually launching an attack. I will then just jump on the nearest wraith. And that'll be just 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah, the one that Karina basically got her claw stuck into after the swipe of her arm, you definitely just kind of go and you take care of the rest of it. And they're dissipating into the same kind of falling ashen soot that you have seen previously, and there's a lot more of it now. Electra and Zanisha.
I'm going to
Electra is gonna kind of crouch down, and she has just like this awful wolfy grin on her face, looking really impressed that the pups have done so well so far, and she's gonna barrel straight into the nearest wraith.
Dex and Brawl.
Let's do it. Six successes.
Yeah, same sort of thing. Like the nearest wraith, you definitely decimated. Are you doing like a teeth or claw attack?
Yeah, she would like to just rip right in with her teeth.
Okay, yeah, you grab the wraith in your teeth, you shake it, and it kind of just explodes into the ashen mess that everything else is exploded into. Zanisha?
I'm gonna turn to all the wraiths that are left in this room and say, "Look at you all! No, not a spot of fur on you. Who do you think you are attacking us?" And I'm gonna song of mockery them to hopefully make them lose morale with their lack of fur.
Alrighty. What is the roll for that? Let's
Stamina and empathy again.
let's do that.
And this is going to give them a minus to Dex of 1, 2, 3. Oh, that wasn't the best roll, so I got 4 successes. So for them, they get minus 2 to attacks.
And you hear from the person that's standing up on the stage behind the desk, kind of like a clanging of a cane upon wood. And all you hear him say is, "Enough. We only wanted to talk."
Well, you could have said that instead of just ordering your men to come and grab us.
And attack us. You made the first move.
Speak your piece.
Why are you here?
Look, we didn't want to be here, so maybe we can all discuss this calmly and settle things amicably, yes? I will try a persuade roll just to reduce the difficulty of
All right.
social rolls. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. 3 successes and plus another. I roll a lot of dice for this.
Oh, yeah.
4, 5, and 2 of them get re-rolled. 1 more gets re-rolled again. 6, 7 successes.
7 successes? Yeah, he seems very amenable towards.
All right. Now, I'll turn you over to the rest of the team because they have a bit more of an idea what's going on than I do.
Bring the baby forward if you could.
Electra growls.
No,
Yeah.
Now, see,
Fuck you.
that's going to be a non-starter right there, Chief. I'll tell you right now because the baby is staying with us and it's staying safe. So why don't we not use that as the opening gambit? Eh?
We could eventually destroy you and take the baby ourselves.
Well, sounds like you're gonna have to try because we ain't handing it over. I would rather die standing than live on my knees. That's not how that works. Sorry.
I only would like to see the baby.
You see with your eyes, buddy. See with your eyes.
How about you approach us, just you, and we'll tell you when you've come close enough.
Yeah, can I
let you look from there.
And what are your intentions? And Karina like watches his face.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's seen a lot, you know, and she's good at reading people.
In that case,
And
I'm going to make a
intentions
roll.
of violence.
Not an intention to violence, really. Overly. Oh shit, that's a lot of 10s.
Oh.
This is why, chat, you have to donate to help us.
Yeah, you've
we have
got-
to save the baby.
He's got a completely straight face. Like you can't pick anything up from it. But if you wanted to try, you could do like a wits and let's do a wits and enigmas.
Major donation just came in. Thank you, the Lawful Geek. $100 donation. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Lawful Geek.
Oh, thank you. Oh my
Yay.
goodness. 3.
And B Dave's in the chat. Yay, B Dave.
Say what?
I think we just got the raid from over in the Q times.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Nice.
I swear I can do 2 things at once. I promise. Just don't ask me to chew gum and walk at the same time. So,
But can you like role play and walk at the same time?
no, but I can. That's called acting. I don't
Yeah.
do those things.
It's LARP, man. It's LARP. Karina, how did your roll go?
3 successes.
3 successes.
I look at him
You can't
and I
pick
look
anything
around
up.
and I look around at the group and I realize we really are in no position to negotiate now. So I step forward.
You don't belong here. And I have a means of trying to help you to escape.
We're listening.
That sounds
Come
like the
forward.
death that was promised us earlier.
Yes, right?
No, there are ways in and out of this realm.
I step forward.
Bring the baby closer.
I hold the baby tighter and I take another step.
I'm not far behind.
Yeah, Electra's gonna flank as well, and
Mhm.
Patrick sort of moves up to his shoulder and is just like, now, do you remember how reasonable and agreeable you were feeling just a few moments ago? Why don't we try to maintain that feeling as long as possible, right?
Oh yes, I completely remember that.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
And with a kind of alacrity that you've only seen with vampires with great speed, something happens. Sorry. Let me just re-roll these. And that one, and this one over here. All right. With a speed that you've only seen from the most aged of vampires, immediately upon in his hand is the Garoclave, and he thrusts it into Zanisha's chest.
My chest?
Oh, sorry. Karina's chest.
Oh my
bad.
God.
narrowly missing the baby, but the baby just giggles incredulously at this. And
I'm going to try to catch the baby.
Yeah.
it is 8 points of damage.
oh,
That's more than we have.
oh, Electra's biting that arm off. Fuck that.
And with his kind of back thrust, he pulls her body up and flings it behind him behind the desk.
Did I manage to catch the baby?
Dex and athletics, I want to say.
Okay, it's just going to be straight dex, but
Oh God.
Don't
I've,
forget, you have extra dex.
I've got extra dex because I'm.
And this is a good time to tell you, Mark, you have an extra dice roll that is blueberry flavored from a donation.
Good, thank you. So that'll be 5 dice total then. It's 1, 2 successes, and let's see if this gets it. And that's a 3 successes.
You do not catch the baby before the body goes up and over his.
I tried.
Okay, so Karina's body is flying through the air,
Yes.
and the
with,
baby
with the baby.
with the baby still, like, all right.
Yeah.
Wow. Can I jump in? Is that cool?
If you want.
Would I be able to discern based on what I saw happen if Karina is some if I can save, if I can channel my healing abilities and save Karina. Is that in this world? If someone drops to 0, can you heal them and revive them and bring them back to
You've never
consciousness?
actually tried it before or heard of such things happening?
Then I would try it. Immediately, I rush to her and I try to see if I can even catch her, break or fall a little bit.
Let's go with a dex and athletics first.
Okay, let's see how this plays out.
3 extra decks. 3 extra decks.
3 extra dex.
One extra dex for Krinos.
Oh damn, my
yes,
bad.
okay.
It's 3 extra stamina.
Right.
So I got 2. Holy crap. Okay. Trying to do math here. How many? Okay, I got 1, 2. Dex and athletics, right?
Sheet fell.
And 3 successes was apparently not enough. So
Which sucks because I only get 3 die.
Hopefully 10s.
2 successes. Gotta catch her. But if she falls into me, I'm fine with that.
She does not. The body goes up and over and skitters across the table.
And then I'm gonna try to, if I don't get to her in time to catch her, then I'm going to go to wherever she landed, and like kind of stand over her and pick her up, and in my embrace I'm gonna try to hopefully heal her wounds enough to see her open her eyes again.
Roll for the mother's touch.
That's that's intelligence and empathy, right?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 110. 5 successes.
As you get to Karina's body, you notice that the ashtray that was on the table previously is now, it may have fallen along with her as she cleared everything off the table when her body crashed into it, but it is actually centered around the knife wound. And you run up, you prepare your hands for the mother's touch, you emanate the energy from your body into hers, and her body almost kind of animates, like it kind of moves up, and before it, you may have gotten it in time, you may not have, you're not entirely sure, and it sort of moves back into a standing position and it's kind of ashen gray, and her eyes glow a little bit, and she says,
It's so good to have a body again. I am Samuel Hate.
No.
And there is no trace of Karina anymore.
What
and
the
it's at
fuck?
that point we're going to take a bit of a break.
God damn.
So I believe Erika has to leave us. She has another meeting, and thank you so much again for doing this.
Thank you all so much for having me. That was great. And oh my God, what an epic out. Thank you so much. I love it all so much. Thank you for supporting an amazing cause. It's really, really an honor to be here with everybody.
Erika and I have been working on that for like a week now.
I know. He's like sick, and I'm like, sorry, I gotta make my character. Oh God, I gotta leave early. Can we do something? He's like, yes, I have an idea.
Walk right into that setup.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you again
Thanks.
so much.
Erika.
see you, Erika.
Oh boy.
That's a problem because she was the badass.
I know.
Yeah.
Are we on an actual 10 or an actual break?
Believe so.
We have a be
Okay.
right back up on the screen.
Okay.
There we go. 10 minutes.
Sure. That sounds right.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
See you in
I'm
10.
gonna be back in 10.
Can we turn off our cameras, or will that screw things up?
Mute your mics.
Okay.
Apparently, we're still on.
Question: Could I do a thank you at the beginning of this? I've just received something World of Darkness related from a fan, so I wanted to thank them if I could.
Sure.
Cool,
Of
awesome.
course.
Thank you.
No,
You
thank
can-
them, not me.
You can
you're-
thank them
what
right
he's
now.
implying is that we're live right now. As I was licking my sandwich like a creeper, we went live. So there you go.
All right, so there's that. Sure.
Well, we have a bunch of thank yous, a very special one at the end of this little segment. But to start us off, Wing of Benu, thank you so much. The Lawful Geek, big donor. Sagrim, the RPG table, Finlay Shards, Thantos, thank you all so much for your donations. You're supporting survivors of sexualized violence get the help they need from Wavaw Rape Crisis Center. So thank you all so much. If you want to change the game, if you want to get a special thank you video from some of our guests, just hit the donation link in the chat and help these wolves survive because Erika Ishii is dead now.
Well, to be fair, her character's dead.
It's all the
Ish.
same to me. I'm attached.
It sort of, maybe. Mark?
Well, actually, I just on the break, I went and checked my mailbox, and I've got something World of Darkness related. This was sent to me by Uncle Erdnut, who also made a very nice symbol of Bahamut for me. But this is for my character in Pod by Night, aka Stitch of Fate, who is a Nosferatu. So now I have this. Thank you very much, Uncle Erdnut.
Aw.
Thank you for that. And before we went to the break, something bad happened that in no way, shape, or form is my fault. I just thought I'd mention that.
All right. I mean, I see you lying over there, but I'm gonna let sleeping dogs lay. All right. So
Okay. So let's just hop right back into it. Unless anybody in the chat is just joining us recently, we basically have had a character down, and they have a ashtray attached to them and a baby, coincidentally enough. And the look on the older gentleman who stabbed Erika's character, which I totally forgot again, but
Karina.
There we go. It's an 18 plus game. I can say fuck. So, all right, Karina. Karina has an ashtray attached to her chest, and she looks very different. And the older gentleman, it almost like he blinks several times, and he looks as if he was confused and he doesn't know why he's holding a knife and why it has blood on it. He just seems like a veil has lifted in his mind.
I tackle Karina? I guess. Well, no, I'm mad. Can I roll to see if this is like a facade or if he's really coming to from being like taken over somehow?
Yeah, we could do like a wits and occult.
Great.
Or wits and awareness.
So wits occult if we want to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, like if you're looking at the older gentleman, wits and occult to see if like he was perhaps, I don't know, controlled by something ashtray related.
Actually, I'll let Zanisha do that. I'm actually more concerned with what's going on with the whole ashtray and Karina thing. Like what's happening there.
Yeah.
I
got 8 successes.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That would be intelligence and occult. And Jake, go ahead.
Cameron's just gonna uppercut this old dude, even if he was taking. I don't care. Bah!
8 successes for what is the old dude's deal?
He's gonna be laid out, is what's his deal.
Yeah, you definitely get a feeling that like a split second before he's gonna get punched in the face, that he was possibly under the control of something that was not him.
I got 3 successes on the. Oh, sorry, when one of them was a 10. So 4 successes. 4 successes on what the hell's going on with this ashtray and why is Karina saying that this weird stuff.
You, when you're getting your teachings from Seamus, the Rite Master of the Great Cairn, he would definitely kind of mention certain things, and then he would stop dead, and you definitely can piece together that, like in private conversations, he would have said the name Samuel Haight, Haight, for the people in the chat who want to look that up. And it is a not great person.
Okay. So I'm going to try persuade again, just talking to Karina's body. Like, right, so you're Samuel Haight, are you? I've got to say it's unique to make your acquaintance.
Alrighty, make the roll. And Alison.
This will be a whole handful of dice.
I mean, I had just used. I just tried to heal Karina, and it led to nothing. And my attention is on that ashtray as well, because I do recall you pointing out that I noticed that it had been placed exactly over the wound.
It had, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait to see how this resolves, and I may try to rip that ashtray off of her.
Good idea.
That's
what I would.
That's 9 successes on the
Oh my
persuasion
God!
attempt on Samuel Haight.
Samuel Haight
successes
definitely
on-
likes you.
5
The
successes
uppercut?
on the uppercut.
So Zanisha is looking close at the older gentleman, trying to suss out if maybe he was, under some sort of dominate or some sort of persuasion ability.
I'll start saying he's not of the right mind. And
He's
then...
not of the right, and then bam, he gets punched right
He's not of the
right
right
underneath
hook.
the jaw. Yeah, like it is. It's almost like a textbook boxer, like come right up under the jaw, and he basically kind of dissipates into ash
Oh.
as you kind of punched him right out of his boots. Electra?
Yeah, Electra, like looking kind of in horror at Karina, but her full attention is on the baby. She's trying to kind of stalk around to see if there's any possible way she can run in there and just grab it. Just waiting for an opening, essentially.
Yeah, right now there doesn't seem to be a path because there's a stage and there's like the table that she went over top of in between you and where her body and Alizine are. And the baby has actually stopped laughing completely.
Is the baby still in Karina's?
The baby is still in, like the knife barely missed the baby's head.
Oh, got it. So it didn't like fall away.
No.
How is this resolving with Patty and?
The look of Karina's body seems amenable towards Patty, but it's like, thank you for the child. This would be a great vessel for me to return.
If there's a moment of any hesitation or a moment where the attention isn't in my direction, I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna try to rip that ashtray off.
Alrighty. So you reach in to grab the ashtray. That'll be a Dex and Brawl, keeping in mind the extra for... Does anybody have any extra successes for Alizine?
Not yet. Come on, chat. What are you doing?
Come on, chat. Brawl and Dex. And I do
Brawl
have
and
in
Dex,
my
yeah.
form. I do get a +1 to Dex.
Yeah, +1 to Dex for Krinos.
All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Ooh, 2 10s. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 successes.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh dear,
Okay.
that's not good. Just so everybody knows. Nor is that. So you reach in, you put your clawed hand around the ashtray, and you see like the kind of green glowing eyes of Karina look down, grab your arm at the wrist, and move it on a right angle, and it snaps and you're
Oof.
I didn't say you could touch that.
Oh my god!
Right, Mr. Haight, can I call you Samuel? Do you mind if I call you Sam? Sam, how are you, Sam? Sam, yeah, you'll have to excuse me, friend. He gets a bit grabby there, but we're just trying to figure out what's going on here.
And so
does he
Alazine
have-
knows you take 2 damage.
Got it.
Does he have the baby in his arms?
The baby is still attached via the
Right,
sling.
Okay. I'm just trying to keep him talking. I'm just trying to now, Sam. You strike me as the man who likes a monologue, don't you? You really like a monologue, don't you? And I'd love to hear one of those if you got one. If you got one in your back pocket, just bust it out now.
If you think I'm going to be that 90s and tell you my evil plan, you're mistaken. And he pushes Alazine aside, and he starts to move with amazingly fast speed towards a door.
Oh, immediately Electra's going for him.
Oh
I
yeah,
kinda figured.
100%.
Immediately.
So Cameron and Electra are making the move, and Zanisha.
And as he starts to book it, I'm gonna call to hunt Howl so that everybody can get a buff to their decks to hopefully catch this man, this son of a bitch. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, because if he's going past me, I'm going to try and bear hug him. Going to just try and grapple with him and try and hold him in place.
So I
You'd
got
have to move up
5.
towards the stage because you would just punch the
That's
guy.
totally fine. I will be wherever he is.
So 5 successes to Howl.
Yeah, for my call to hunt, bitches, we're getting them.
Remind me again which stat
So,
that improves.
This is improving my pack's dex.
Okay. So we generally do it half those successes rounded down. So everybody would get +2 on their dex rolls.
Okay.
Now that would be +2 dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 dice,
Okay.
yeah. So Electra and Cameron are moving towards trying to take down Mr. Haight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like,
Yes.
I'm trying to grab him and not letting him leave, because if he's trying to bolt, like that's the least likely thing I want.
Electra is still conscious. Like, her main goal is to get the kid, but if she can get a claw like into his shoulder or something to like hold him still, she will.
Okay. So that'll be a dex and brawl for both of you. And Alazine, are you going to try to heal your... you're muted.
I am going to. It's my last one, and you know what? I'm not. I'm not gonna heal myself just yet.
We do have 3 heal available to a generic. Whoever gets hurt next was the donator's words.
Let's backtrack that one a little bit and say it's to Alazine.
Yeah, you're healed.
I will take that. Thank you. It would be out of character for me to put myself above them at the moment, so I will take the chats. So is that 3 wounds, 3 points?
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be 3 points.
Sweet.
So I decided to use one of the wonderful extra rolls that I got from people donating, which allowed me, and if it was not because of this roll, I'm not even joking, I got 8 successes.
Oh my
shit.
god.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I rolled 10 twice. It was glorious.
Electra,
That's way better than my measly 4.
Look, we are
Okay.
a team. It was a total of 12. That's all that it matters. Doesn't matter who
so
contributed what. It was a 12.
for everybody watching, playing the home game, almost instinctively, as if the spirit of the wolf is within them, Cameron goes high, Electra goes low. They both collide into Samuel Haight. And Electra bounces off almost harmlessly, and you're trying to get a purchase on him. He kind of brushes you aside, but Cameron does score a fairly good hit. As he's distracted with Electra, he kind of takes a hit in the kind of midsection area.
Am I able to, are we able with our combined 12? Because again, teamwork makes the dream work. So with our combined 12, were we able to kind of keep him from leaving?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you definitely were able to kind of grab around, like you're trying to avoid the baby as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you kind of got him around the hip area as opposed to like a really good solid connection around like the chest area, which is what you would probably do in this particular instance.
And as Electra and I are doing this, a little help.
So basically, as they've tackled him, Patty just kind of like strolls up and looks down at Sam Haight and is continuing that persuade. He goes, "Now, you see, you don't want to reveal your master plan, but that means that you're implying you do have a master plan. Do you see where I'm going with this?"
Yeah, I'm going to make a roll.
9 successes, please keep
Yeah,
in mind.
he's going to try to fight that. Apparently my curse has ended. So
Oh.
for anybody who watched our vampire streams, I definitely had a curse. Like I could roll like 9 dice and get like 1 success. In this particular instance, he definitely looks at Patty as if he's kind of comprehending, but then he blinks several times and reaches out with his arm to grab you around the throat. Wow, that curse is done, man. He grabs you around the throat. You could dodge if you want.
I'll try to dodge.
That'll be a dex and athletics for the dodge.
And I'm gonna, while that's resolving, I have something that I want to do whenever you're ready.
Yeah, hit me now while he's doing his.
As soon as I see him extend one arm, that to me gives me an in to try to grab the child out of his grip. So I'm going to try to sneak in there while his attention is somewhere else, and he's down one arm to try to grab the baby out.
Minor point of note, though, it's a strap kind of baby holster.
A baby Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Yeah,
sure.
Some might call it.
I like saying Bjorn.
I mean, don't we all?
So what you could do though is you could try to like cut the straps, perhaps, while his one arm is distracted.
Can I just try to rip it out of that? I'm strong enough to tear fabric.
Yeah, but also at the same time, you might
Tear
rip the baby.
fabric, tear the baby. It's the
Yeah,
same.
So grab a hold of it and pull it.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of Bjorns where it's just like it's got kind of the metal in the back where it's between the baby, and so you could pull, but then you might end up with baby lasagna.
Yeah, I'm not really in
God.
the mood for baby lasagna right now. So
Okay, when you say baby lasagna by itself, it sounds like really cute, but like when you put it in context, like it's fucking disgusting.
baby lasagna by itself sounds like something that will never fill me up. That's
Yeah.
lasagna.
A new product by Gerber, baby lasagna.
Nah. All right, so I'm going to try to do that.
Try to cut it.
Going back to the dodge result, normally I wouldn't do that well, but I got a bunch of 10s, so I ended up with 6 successes total.
Okay. And you do not dodge.
Oh, shit. With 6? Okay.
He got 7, and he reaches and he grabs Patty around the throat and pulls you really close and just says, "Shut up."
Is that including my Song of Mockery -2 to his roll? What the hell? Oh my god!
I told you the curse is done.
Who is this Ashtray man?
Question: Was I adding any bonuses to my dodge roll?
If you're in Krenos, it should have been.
You would get an extra dice for Krenos.
Oh, I get. Okay, let's see if I get 1 extra.
And you had 2 decks from me, but I don't know if you already did that.
So that is 7 successes.
tie would go to the attacker.
Damn, same thing.
Mildly, yeah.
Well, okay, but did you
Shut
add?
up.
But did you add my 2 decks
Yeah.
from the call to hunt?
I did not.
Aha!
Aha.
Two more dice.
Yes.
Two more dice. Okay. Okay.
Come on.
I got 110. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah.
And another success. So that's 2 more successes. That's
So-
9 successes.
As he reaches out to grab Patty around the neck, Patty deftly, barely steps out of his range as the fingertips kind of graze across, and he says, "Shut up."
Okay, so I'm going to use this to hopefully help Alhazen. I'm basically just trying to keep his attention, so I'm just out of his grip, and I'm sort of like weaving back in just at the edge of his reach,
Okay.
trying to keep all his focus on me. It's like, now, when you say shut up, do you mean stop talking entirely, or do you mean just shut me mouth? And could I talk out of the side of me mouth like that? Would that be all right? Because I am shutting up mostly. So
And
that's
I'm guessing you're probably going to be doing like 2 conversations and be like, "Allison, go ahead."
Yeah, I might as well. Maybe not, because I'd have to spend a will power
Oh,
point
yeah,
for
that's
that.
true.
Yeah, so
let's
so-
not and say we did.
mhm.
Allison, the result of your roll,
What was I rolling?
Dex and Brawl,
All right.
Plus-
Dex.
Don't forget all your bonuses.
plus Krenos, plus 2 for the call to hunt.
And brawl.
So it's like plus 3.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
+3.
I think you ran out of dice, probably.
I have 8 dice rolling right now.
That sounded like a bunch of successes.
It's. I'm trying to. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 110. So I'm at 5 successes.
5 successes.
hmm
You like reach. Are you going for the top ones first or the bottom ones?
I'm gonna go for the one that's just nearest to me to try to undo this thing. So,
Oh, okay, you're trying to undo it, not cut it.
I was gonna try to if it's something that I can like tear with
Okay.
like my claws, then I'll do that. And,
And
now that I'm healed, is my arm still broken, or did the healing that I got from chat kind of like mend it and make it so I can use my arm?
that I actually have something for. Everyone would have heard as soon as Samuel Haight let go of Alizon's arm and it was on the right angle broken. Everyone would have heard a caw caw as Canuck the Crow would have brought in some light, and your arm would have kind of snapped back and healed, and you yeah.
So
Our pack totem.
nice. I'm just gonna tear it. I mean, if I have a knife on me, I'll use the knife to cut that wrap.
You do not have a knife, though.
Then I have my
There
teeth.
was a knife that fell that was near the old man that Cameron kind of uppercutted into non-existence.
Ooh, if I have enough time to get the knife and
I'll
try
allow
to
it.
cut it, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so basically you reach up and you cut the straps on the back as they all meet together, and the baby kind of loosens up a little bit, and Cameron would definitely notice this because you're wrapped around his midsection. Then the baby kind of like slouches a little bit.
Catch it.
Is Electra close enough that she can just like reach out her arms in case it falls?
Both Cameron and Electra would be close enough.
Okay, she's gonna hold out her paws so that if it falls, she's got it.
I'm trying to maintain as much control as I possibly can on this dude. So
Okay.
if I see the baby starting to slide and Electra's going to, I'm going to try to move to get a better position on him. So maybe like across the chest, or an arm bar, one of those.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be a Dex and Athletics for Electra. What is Zanisha doing during this?
Oh boy. I mean, I want to take a look back at everybody else. Like all these wraiths, what are they doing? Are they coming closer to us? Like
They seem to have the same sort of lift of like they're looking around confused. They are not sure what exactly is going on, who's fighting what is happening. They seem
Oh.
extremely confused.
Okay, then I only have one clear enemy, so I'm gonna attack him. Is there a way? Would I know? Can I actually roll first to see if there's some way I could save Karina? Like at least like harvest her soul so that I can help her.
Let's go with an intelligence and occult. Cameron, that'll be a dex and a brawl.
Oh, Dex and Brawl. Yes, I've got that.
With the 2 extra dex for the howl and the 1 extra dex for the old.
Just Dex is
Carinos.
currently 6 dice. So
Nice.
you know.
Jake, you got an extra roll too if you want to use it again. Another one.
I know. I am gonna wait until after I see how all 8 of my dice look like before I
I got a 3 for catching the baby.
Look, wait. Don't give your number. We're going to give our numbers together. You're a team. Do not forget that.
We're a team. Everybody's a team. It's fine. Everybody's against Samuel Haight, apparently.
We're a pack. It's great.
Yeah.
So
I have-
how many did you have?
3.
So we had 8 successes, all right?
I like this.
Collectively.
So yeah, Cameron kind of readjusts himself a little bit, tries to get him in like a half Nelson. Electra, the baby kind of slides forward a little bit, and you kind of position yourself because it's really hard to catch a baby in a Bjorn that's falling off somebody.
Which is like half on the ground, like just trying to,
You're trying to like kind of baseball slide and get the baby on top of you as opposed to falling flat on its face. Zanisha.
I got 8.
Upon her death, her soul would have transcended into the place where all Yeru's souls have gone.
Okay.
Right
so there's
now, it is basically just an empty shell.
Great. I'm destroying it. Ah! Janisha's in a
That's fair.
rage.
Patty?
Let's see. So, no, I'm still dancing at the edge of persuade. Just really doesn't seem to be cutting it with this guy. So, I think an attack. Why not? Oh, actually, I know why not, because I'm not very good at it.
So that'd be a dex and a brawl.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if there's anything else I've got that could possibly come into play here.
And for everybody in the chat, I'm basically kind of mashing up V20 or W20 and like V5 type rules because I'm doing like the dex, the damage and everything all at the same time. Otherwise, there'd be a separate roll and it would take forever. So you were saying?
What's the current status of the baby?
The current status of the baby is Electra is basically kind of holding the baby on her back on the floor. Like it has been separated almost completely from Samuel Haight.
Cool. Okay, so I'm going to actually try infectious laughter on Samuel Haight.
Ooh.
Which coincidentally enough works on the storyteller too. All right.
Oh, good. Excellent. So this will be manipulation plus expression. Which I think is a fair number of dice. Yep, that's a big pool of dice. Let's see how I do. 1, 2, 3 successes so far.
Oh boy.
3 successes.
While
5.
these rolls are happening, Das Fuster and Thantos ×2. Thank you for your donations.
Nice.
Thank you, Thantos.
That is a total of 7 successes.
From 3? Wow. All right.
No, not from 3. From manipulation and.
I thought you said you had 3 at the beginning.
Oh no, I had 3 successes on the first. I only have so many D10s, so and Patty's got a big pool, so I had to re-roll, and I got a 10 on the second one. So yes, total of 7 successes.
7 successes. He starts laughing.
Huh?
That's good, right?
That's right. That's right. Now you're in the proper frame of mind to discuss things calmly.
And
I
can
love
I
the
take this
Fiona.
opportunity to bite him?
Yeah. And actually, yeah, I will
well,
actually. I'll spend a rule. I'll spend a willpower point. So I'm like, you're in the proper frame of mind to discuss things calmly. I'm sure we can come to an amicable arrangement where we all go away happy. And then out of the other side of my mouth to everybody else, I'm like, kick the shit out of this fucker.
I'm trying.
So Samuel Haight is like, as he brings his elbow down into Cameron's face. I'm guessing you're not going to try to dodge that because that would require letting go.
I'm not. I will take an elbow to the face. Look, I will take a broken nose. It happens, you know.
In that case, give me just like a straight stamina roll.
Okay, all right, I can do that in Krino's form. Like that's not something that I'm terribly scared about. No, that's not at all.
It's fine.
Wow. Celador, that's just mean, man. Celador just put in the chat, haters gonna hate, and he spelled out Samuel Haight's last name.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my last bonus dice. I managed to get a whopping 3 successes on that stamina.
That's really good.
Oh, hey, especially because
yeah, I got 6. So you only take 3 points of damage when you get elbowed in the face.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. But I don't look good. Or do I look good? 3
Wink.
points in appearance says yes. So
Yeah, you look good for somebody who just got elbowed in the schnoz.
look, it's like end of Rocky. You know, he's got a bloody nose, but damn, is that body good? You know, like.
And on that note, Alazine.
All right. So we're all still in a scuffle with this guy, right? No one's
Yes.
made a break. And Electra has the baby in her possession.
Yes.
Or
My
okay.
paws, right? Okay.
Yeah,
This
he's got it wrapped up.
do I see? Does this thing look like it's getting worn down, or are we up against an insurmountable mountain? Can I discern that?
Initially, no, because for the most part, everyone was mostly concerned with getting the baby to and or from it. So it wasn't really taking that much damage. The last shot of damage was, I believe, from actually, it hasn't really taken that much damage.
Oh, great.
It
I'm holding my dice to roll a bite.
go for the
All
bite.
right. Yes, do it.
And Alazine, you
I'm
are
going.
also holding the Geru Clave.
Oh yeah, I did get this on. I'm gonna stab it since I'm behind him. I'm gonna stab him right in the in between the shoulder blades.
All right.
Oof, nice.
That'd be a dex and melee.
Okay.
Melee, however you say it, doesn't really matter.
7 for my bite. Steve.
Where are you going for the bite itself? Are you going like upper body, lower body, leg?
Lower body. Yeah, let's go for like leg. The nearest leg to me.
And this is another one of those Shar hits where, you basically, you tear, you kind of feel a little bit bad about it, a little bit, but not really. But it's you're holding Karina's leg in your jaws now because it's no longer attached to Samuel Haight.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Can I pitch you a strength and melee roll?
You certainly can.
Wait, let me
Like
see.
you're angry. You're like, this thing is taking over my friend's body. Like you're just building up the adrenaline and ready to slam it home.
Nice. All right. So I'm going to do that because I don't know if I have a melee bonus, but my strength is good, especially in this form. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1 explosion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 successes.
You drive the Geru Clave in between the shoulder blades, and this is actually the first point where between the combination of getting its leg torn off and getting the knife in the back, he actually seems like it's concerning him greatly. He's like, ah.
I'm just gonna keep it up then, if that's doing something.
Let's go with Patty and Cameron, see what you guys are up to.
Right. So now he's still laughing through all of this, is he?
Oh yeah, he's giggling his ass off, but he's also in pain, so he's like,
All right. Well, I think I've exhausted everything that isn't hitting him, so this is not what I'm best at, but I'll hit him.
Dex and brawl.
Don't worry,
And,
you got extra dex.
Concentrating on the remaining leg, I think. Like just trying to kick it right in the knee, try to disable the other leg.
All right.
So this will be strength and brawl.
If you want.
Okay. Or could I go dex and brawl if I'm trying for like a targeted...
Yeah,
actually,
dex.
yeah. Strength's not bad. Strength, I'm in Krynos form, so that'd be 6. I'll go with that, and just a brute force attack. And what bonuses will I add to this?
You get...
From my Anthem of War, you have +2
Yeah.
dice.
So while he's doing that, I would like to. I'm okay now. The baby's out of reach. Electra has the baby. Yes. Full control. I'm going to let go of one of my arms, and as someone who used to wrestle and hated when people tried to do this, I'm going to punch him right in his lower spine.
Woo!
We're going wrestling. Okay.
I got
stabbed in the spine.
4 successes on the attack on the leg, and I do some extra damage as well, right?
3.
3 extra damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So my strength is 6.
Yeah, you basically, like, the leg goes out from under him, and he kind of drops to his one remaining knee. He's like, "Get away from me, you gnats." And I'm going to roll some dice.
Okay. Oh no.
I sense some magic abilities gonna happen.
I punch him in his spine for 6 successes.
Ow. He's still laughing, sort of. But it's more pain than laughter. Like he's like, ah.
It's like when you're in pain and you're laughing, and then your laughter causes your pain to hurt, and then you laugh because your pain hurts.
That makes a considerable amount of sense considering what you just said. Oh dear.
And yes, chat, you are welcome for the full circle. You're welcome for the full circle.
Oh wow, you guys are kind of lucky, but not really.
I mean, we're lucky because we have you lovely folks donating and preventing us from dying. Is what you got?
So as he says, "Get away from me, you gnats," and he kind of flashes his arms wide, and there's a force wave that comes out from him, and everybody gets to roll their stamina at this point because dodging is mildly out of the question.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
But that's Krynos stamina, which is a little
Krynos stamina, yes, +3.
And do we have another bonus to stamina? To stamina right now?
No, we only have a bonus to strength and dex right now.
Strength and dex, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
I didn't do very well either.
Yeah.
Yikes.
2 minus 1, so 1.
No.
That would be 1 success because I
One
rolled
success.
Yeah.
And
Successes.
Electra, 3. Okay, everybody
I'll
who
use
rolled...
my extra success that I've been saving, so I got 2.
2. So everybody who rolled 3 takes 1 point of damage.
Okay, well, oh, man, if there was only a donation for healing.
You can roll rage, or you can spend a rage point to basically ignore that particular point of damage.
Yeah.
There
I
you
have
go.
2 rages, and I have yet to use any of them. So,
Ooh.
For everybody who rolled, Alison rolled 3, Electra rolled 3, so you both take 1 point of damage. Patty would take 3 points of damage, and Zanisha would take 2 points of damage.
Are there
Okay.
any extra successes lying around from the chat that I could possibly use?
Let me check here. You have one. Yeah, we have one more heal to use.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'll take my damage and then I'll heal up.
Yeah.
That is a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, everyone hears caw, 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 and any damage that Patty had would just magically disappear. It's almost as if Connect the Crow is protecting you all.
Thanks, magical bird.
So with the baby, can Electra like put her arms around it and just like log roll out of there so that she's not at the feet of everyone?
Yeah. Yeah, because right now, like, Samuel Haight is very, very close to you. He's still on his one remaining knee, and he's reaching for the baby.
Yeah, we want to avoid that.
well, okay, so I was behind him. We all got pushed out in a direction.
Yeah.
I used a rage point so that I didn't take all that damage.
If you want, you could maintain your grip on where you were, like, because you had him kind of in a half Nelson with the right arm.
I'm actually going to counter that, and you tell me if this is okay. If I go back a little bit, I would like to football tackle him. Just right shoulder, right in the back. Super illegal move in football, but totally worth it in this situation.
People are using illegal moves in my game now. It's not fair. It's not fair, is what I'm saying.
What would you like me to roll for that?
Dex and Brawl.
All right. Is it Dex or Strength?
Which one's higher?
Strength. I am in Karina's form.
Sure. Electra, let's get a Dex and Athletics roll from you.
Okay. Could I use dodge instead of athletics?
Sure.
Bless. I don't have athletics.
It's one or the other.
Okay. That's much better.
Somebody in the chat put shoulder block him into the turnbuckle. We're going full wrestling on this one. And tomorrow is when we actually have Brendan Williams, who's an actual wrestler in. So we're getting things ahead of time. We're doing things early.
Donation.
Okay.
We're over 1,000.
Okay.
Yay!
So, how much strength bonus did you give us for your mighty cheer?
It's 2 extra
2.
strength, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm about to roll those. Let's hope they roll well, because I don't know if this is going to work out very well. Okay. So I got an additional success out of that. So that puts me at 11 successes.
Wow.
That is a lot.
I rolled so many 10s, it's not even funny.
Electra, how did your roll turn out?
Well, okay, I rolled 8 dice. 2 were successes, and I got 2 ones. So it's a big fat 0.
Look, we got 11 successes, all right?
So as you bundle up the baby and you basically try to roll, Samuel Haight with his arm reaches out and touches the baby as you roll away.
Just touches
And then
it.
he gets basically waylaid into oblivion by Cameron coming up behind him and just doing an incredibly huge amount of damage. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, It almost looks as if Cameron missed because he went through Samuel Haight with such force that the midsection of him is now kind of missing, and he kind of starts to fade. A lot of the kind of mist that he turns into is getting absorbed into the ashtray, kind of like one of those like smokeless ashtrays where the smoke just kind of goes into it and it kind of forms around the ashtray, which falls to the ground and kind of does the...
Oh, someone smashed that.
Patrick lights a cigarette and stubs it out in the ashtray.
No smoking in the Umbra.
Oh, he waits until you say no smoking in the Umbra and then hastily steps it out.
We just got so many donations. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt because $200 for free successes for us from Finlay Shards. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Finley.
You're awesome sauce.
Finley is one of our mods as well for today. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
The Lawful Geek coming in hot with some heals for Alhazen, Zanisha, and Cameron. Smoke Beard with a $40 donation. Rachel Thielade, thank you all so much for all your donations. Thank you.
And Finley Shard's success things in the comment, it says, protect the baby.
So, not to be selfish or anything, but those heals that Lawful Geek donated, how much is that? Like how much heal? How much heals do I get? Not how much
It's a
they heal.
major heal. It's a major heal, so 3 health points per character, and it's up to 3 characters.
Wow.
Hated it. I may or may not have been one away from dying. So
Oh dear.
Well, now you're not.
look, a Shadow Lord is going to Shadow Lord, all right? The only thing that would have made me any angrier than I already was is if there were some dirty, disgusting, I'm not even gonna say their names. So they're not worth it.
Black
We
Spiral
also
Dancers.
No,
got-
not even no. I will take it back to Black Spiral Dancers. I'll just rip their spines out, right?
Jake,
But no.
Silver Fang.
heal 2 more slots if you need them because we got another donation.
Hey, fuck the full health.
So now there's like an ashtray that's there, and there's a bunch of wraiths that all seem confused as to what's going on. They're
We need to get
kind
out
of
of here.
wandering around, and
On the ground still, Electra's gonna like hold up the baby and be like, "You okay?" Like just kind of like bouncing him up and down.
the baby started laughing again as soon as Samuel Haight basically exploded into a bunch of dust and smoke. That like this is a weird baby.
Yep.
Right,
Good baby.
I don't
Weird
want
little
to.
baby.
I don't want to raid on our parade here, but I'm pretty sure I saw that fella touch the baby before we took care of him there.
Does the baby look possessed or anything like? I'd like
Let's
to
get no
investigate.
wits in a cult roll from everybody.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Or I don't know if anybody wants to break their brain with a sense worm.
I mean, I can.
Do it.
I got that ability. Sense the worm.
Fuck, I rolled terribly.
What is
Yeah.
that? Perception
for
and
me.
occult? All right.
I guess I'll spend a
I got
rage.
6.
0.
3.
I mean, let's rely on Jake here with his ability.
I got 9, 7, 6, 9. Yeah, difficulty 6, right? No, wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with difficulty 6 for pretty much everything.
Yep.
Fine.
Okay, so then that puts me at 5 successes for sense the worm.
Alazine comes up to the baby, kind of looks it over, does kind of like the maybe a mother's touch type check. It doesn't seem to be possessed at all. Like it seems like it's having fun in the Wraithlands for some reason. Like
Very strange.
this kid is weird. For the sense worm, you got 5 successes, correct?
Yes, sir.
You open your senses and you're almost immediately flooded. Like the baby itself seems to be kind of an anchor that doesn't seem to be worm tainted, but everything around you is kind of pushing in on you. That seems to be like worm tainted everything around you. Like there's so much that's unnatural and like your skin is crawling.
I look at the rest of us and I go, I think the kid's fine, and I think it's got some healing powers because I swear I had at least a rib broken, and I feel phenomenal right now. So can we?
That was the magical bird. I'm pretty sure that was the magical bird.
Yeah, I did see the magical bird kind of come in my direction
Gotcha.
once, twice.
And as everybody got healed, the magical bird they see is a crow that has a knife in its mouth for some reason.
Yes. Yes.
Canuck the crow.
Yeah. So I think the baby's fine. I think the best thing for us to do. Hold on, let me get in character voice. I think the best thing for us to do. No, I'm just kidding. Is get the hell out of here. Is just get the hell out of here.
I'm ready to do that. What direction do we need to go? Stanley Park?
Stanley Park, yes, which would be north-ish from here, because Vancouver's laid out in a weird way that north
Excellent.
is kind of north-ish.
Yeah. I'll lead the pack since I know where we're going, so I'll be at the front. But keep going.
I'll be right behind Zanisha. How far away is this? If I need to say that out loud, I will.
It's not extremely far. The Hotel Vancouver is basically kind of in the financial district area. So it's pretty much a straight shot up one of the streets and you're in Stanley Park.
And are there like wraiths around? I mean, I'm going to turn to the group and I guess we can assume that there are things that are after this baby. This baby is important.
There are wraiths around. They are kind of... The confusion seems to have ended, and they are kind of all looking at the things that really shouldn't be in the Wraith lands. They're kind of like that.
Us.
You know, you can see some of them kind of whispering to each other, like, "What do we do? Like, why are they here? Why are there werewolves in here?"
If any of them like get a little bit too close, Electra's just gonna like snap at them a little bit. Still like holding.
Yeah, they're just like
close. Yeah.
Patty's gonna just nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Go about your business. Go about your business. Go about your lives. Whatever it is you do. Go on. Go on.
There is one last bit of business to take care of, though, and that would be with Karina's body.
Yeah, I'll.
Oh, there's something left.
Well, I ripped off a leg. I don't know about the rest of her.
Yeah.
Well, didn't it turn to dust?
When Cameron went through, like it basically, like all of the sort of possession of it went back into the ashtray, but the body is basically kind of broken in pieces.
Oh. I would have definitely picked up what was left of her. Yeah, I thought that her body, including her body, it all kind of like dissipated, but if her body was still remained, then I would have definitely gotten to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, she deserves a warrior's death. She got it. She should deserve a warrior's funeral as well.
Great.
Yeah.
So I kind of have her over my shoulder as we run.
Okay. So you're all exiting out of the Hotel Vancouver, and as you make it to the front of the hotel, the lady in red is standing waiting for you and kind of ushering you out, like, quickly. You don't know how much you have helped us.
How many more of those can we expect coming after us?
From Samuel Haight?
Anything that powerful?
Nothing. That he controlled a lot of us.
Maybe you could clear something up for me. Why is that fella an ashtray?
That is a long story.
Right, right.
Essentially, he was killed. I don't know how he even ended up here. He was supposedly was part mage, part werewolf, part vampire, ghoul, I believe it's referred to as. And there was just so much anger and hate based around him that he was immediately sent into the Soul Forge to become an Ashtray.
I heard the words abomination is what you call them.
Yes, I believe that is what he had turned into.
Right. Well, that's fascinating. We'll be on our way, I think.
And for everybody who has at least a little bit of a cult, you would have heard Seamus, the Right Master, have told you in the past that abomination is when a were creature gets turned into a vampire, and it basically severs the connection with Gaia.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And,
they're not good.
Yeah, I guess I'll like just start booking it to the Moonbridge opening that I am aware of in Stanley Park.
The one you would be aware of would be basically almost exactly where the Great Cairn is located.
Right. And then, do I think that entering through that Moonbridge will actually let us back to the shit show that we were escaping from that got us here?
The shit show had basically ended because this was like almost immediately after the Battle of the Great Cairn
Okay.
that you were sent.
So
in
it
this
should be
particular-
fine.
It should be.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, it's the theory.
Better than here,
Yeah.
maybe.
So what forms will you all be taking in this particular journey? Sticking with Krenos or...
I'm still in
I'm going back.
lupus.
Krenos.
I've gone back. Are we going to a place where humans are going to be?
No.
Oh,
If it-
well, then I'll say Krenos then.
Yeah,
Okay.
Krenos is my most comfortable form.
I'm good either way. You know.
So you essentially start running towards the cairn. And about 90% of the way there, you start to hear howling.
What
That's good.
sort of howling?
That's a good question. A good question that could be answered with a wits and occult roll
Don't mind if I do.
for anybody who wants to indulge in a wits and occult roll.
Oh, yes.
Damn it.
Yes.
Fuck me.
4
2
plus
ones again.
5.
-1 successes.
5.
Oh,
How? Stop that! Stop that!
It's okay. Getting them out of the way for negative rolls for the lore checks, that's
Yeah.
kind of what you want to do, really.
It's all Zanisha is about, though.
I had 4 successes, but then I got 2 ones.
Oh,
So everybody with 5, you would have heard these particular howls in the past. These particular howls actually probably only a few hours ago. These would definitely be Black Spiral Dancer howls.
mother. Piece of shit.
God damn it.
Yeah, so Patrick, of course, just like, Black Spiral Dancers, move!
Does it sound like it's in front of us or behind us?
It sounds like it's coming almost from the sides, as if they were trying to do a flanking maneuver.
Ah, that would be smart of them.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're crazy, not stupid.
Zanisha, I say as we're running, I asked Zanisha, do we, this realm we're in, the inhabitants of this realm can seem to be drawn to the child, to its life force. Is that the same for them while they're in this realm as well, do you think?
Definitely. From what we've seen earlier, when we arrived here, even the Wraiths saw it. I don't think there's much we can do to protect her, especially here. We need to leave.
So I have a question for you, Steve. Would
Yes.
I know, or would I believe at least, that these howls, these evil wolves, I guess.
They're basically what they are, yeah.
They're insane wolves, yeah.
These insane wolves, what I understand, or at least believe, that they would be drawn to the energy, to the life force, the kind of like abundant life force of the child, like the wraiths have been.
The wraiths were kind of drawn, like it was kind of a beacon to the wraiths.
Mhm.
It was more like they would definitely know it's there, but not necessarily move on it if necessary.
Mhm.
But with Black Spiral Dancers, like with you had 5 successes, I believe, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
With what I just rolled, no, I rolled 2 successes.
2 successes. Well, Patty and I believe Carmen both rolled 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would definitely realize that this would be something the Black Spiral Dancers really want to get their hands on.
And that they're the life force is kind of something that's drawing them. So here, I'm just gonna like tell you what I'm thinking of doing.
Okay.
So I have 5 in ancestors, and at this point, I've realized how important this child is. And if I understand that everything that's after the child right now is drawn to like the pulse of its emanating life force, then I'm going to try to channel my ancestors and ask them to imbue me. Like I'm calling out to them to imbue me with the energy of my ancestors so that I can become a kind of beacon of sorts. And I'm
more of a lightning rod to the Black Spiral Dancers than the baby.
And then I'm going to run in the opposite direction that they're running. I'm going to try to pull them away from my pack.
Oh, there's something I didn't see coming. Okay.
I've also got 5 ancestors. So if we're gonna try that, like Patrick will sort of look over to you and nod and head off in the same direction that you're going.
Alrighty.
This is
Let's
also
get an ancestors roll.
A very critical moment for me to also say that we got a $250 donation.
Yay!
Thank you, Zach. You're amazing.
Thank you, Zach.
Zach rules.
Nice.
And the the comment on it was, now I need a new ashtray.
So it's just the 5. Is it just the 5 die from the ancestors pool that we're rolling?
It would be just the 5 dice from the ancestors.
All right.
Okay.
Difficulty 8. So you need 8 and above for successes.
Okay. I got an 8 and 2 10s. Re-rolling.
I got an 8 and 2 10s. Are we the same person right now? What's happening?
And then a 9 and a 7. So that is, I've got 5 successes.
They both have.
And I got an 8 and 2 10s, so that's 3 successes plus an 8 plus a 6. So
that's 5 successes as well, or 4 successes.
5.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So
difficulty 7 or 6.
Difficulty is 8.
Oh, okay, difficulty is 8.
Okay, wait. Right. So the successes are 8 and above.
Yes. So you got an 8 and 2 10s, so it's 3, and then you re-rolled, and you got another 8. So you got
8
4.
and 2 10s. So I got 4. Yes. So I got 4.
And I got 5.
And for everybody in the chat, you heard it here first. Mark Meer and Louis Carazo are in fact the same person.
I mean, have you seen them both in the same place at the same time?
That's a good question.
Right now? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the two has been pre-recorded.
Oh, God.
You both reach out and connect with your ancestors non-verbally, and your ancestors flood knowledge and intelligence, and just you get like basically genetic memory coming through your entire form, and they peel off in one direction that is not where the pack is going.
As I see them do that, I'll do my last awoo, I think, of the evening, and do a call for protection, channeling all of this to the half of the pack that's throwing themselves down on the line.
I awoo back.
Give a little awoo and a rar.
Definitely.
6 successes.
What does the protection do again?
It'll give them 2 extra health slots.
Oh, nice. All right. So is anyone else peeling off in that direction?
As a Shadow Lord, I can't not let this happen this way. So I'm going to use Shadow Weaving, which gives the difficulty for stealth checks drop down by 1, and I'm going to use that power in the opposite direction as Patty and Azane. Azun. And I look at Electra and I look at Zenshia. Zensai. God, I'm bad with Zenisha. And I go that way. And I'm going to stick with these two.
All right. And Electra and Zenisha, I'm assuming, are heading straight towards the cairn.
We're gonna book it, unless Electra, yeah.
Electra's gonna look over at them leaving and then look to Zenisha and just kind of whisper, "They're only cubs," but then she'll keep running.
It's so sad. It really is.
And we're gonna kind of peel off and side a little bit and follow Patty, Cameron, and Alazine as you peel off and you watch Electra and Zenisha mildly fade from sight. You see 2 black spiral dancers are moving towards you from the front, and another one that comes in from kind of the side now because you peeled off, but it would have attacked the pack that was trying to escape basically from 2 different sides had they been allowed to continue.
Yes, I guess.
Right, so I'll look over to the other 2 and say, I'm afraid this is going to be a bit of a Butch and Sundance situation there, fellas.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just put my back to them and I'm getting ready.
I'm gonna keep running until we know that they're like gaining on us, and I still have Erika. I still have Karina's. I've been carrying her body.
Yeah.
If we're stopping, I'm gonna put her down right in between the 3 of us, and as I kind of face out, and I turn to the 2 here, and I say to them, now's your last chance. You can keep running, and I will stay, and take the brunt of this.
I don't respond, and I look down at Kareen's body, and I would like to just perform a small ritual over her and ourselves, and prepare for what is inevitably going to happen. I do have a 3 in rituals, so there is that.
All right. And Patty?
Patty says, well, I appreciate the offer, but I think the cards are dealt. You might as well play them.
All right.
This is
and
a
the
good
black spiral
time
dancers converge.
For a shout out to Vexu Cat, who says, for funeral expenses for the werewolf bits, who donate for their donation. Thank you so much. And you can roll, Jake, you can roll an extra D10.
Woo! Gonna
All right.
be useful.
So the black spiral dancers converge upon the 3 cubs.
This is so
I'm
sad.
ready.
Let's do some rolling.
Okay.
Unless you want to fade out on it.
It's up to you. You're the storyteller.
You're the storyteller. I will roll until the last hit point exists.
We know how this is going to go.
Because we're coming kind of close to where we would cut it off at the end. It's up to you guys if you want to stick around for a little bit. And we can
I think a very nice fade out of us fighting spiral dancers is a phenomenal, because then you can always ask us to come back. See how that
That's
works?
true.
You know, you can't ask us to come back if we're dead. That's just how that works.
So we, as Electra and Zenisha barrel forth towards the cairn, where the cairn would be located, and you see Patty, Cameron, and Alazine fade from view as black spiral dancers converge upon their location, and you are easily able to make it back to the cairn.
Okay. Is there a portal open currently?
There's kind of a hazy one that you can see on the other side. Seamus the Right Master is again profusely sweating, trying to maintain some sort of semblance of a bridge that you
Okay. I'll turn to Electra, who should definitely go in first with the baby.
Electra will give a nod and then take a breath and barrel through.
And you kind of collapse, protecting the baby, right at the feet of Seamus. He's like, "Where are the others?"
Zanisha's coming. The cups that they didn't. There were black spiral.
Is the portal still open?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go through it.
All right. As you go through, he basically collapses. The portal folds in on itself and dissipates. And Seamus is like, "Black spirals? Why? Where did they? How?"
They were in a very, very dark part of the Umbra. Insurmountable odds were against them. They all performed so bravely. And she'll just let out a howl of, shit, what am I doing? A cry of elation for them and how proud she is of them. And she hopes that it can reach them through the Umbra.
And pretty much everybody would join in who's in the area. And as the howl goes up...
7 successes, by the way, just saying. That was
7?
Yeah.
That's a good howl.
As the howl goes up, a chorus of varying werewolf forms and people are transforming into Krenos and Lupus form to join in. As the howl goes up, we will fade to black. And that is the end of this particular chronicle.
Hey, and we hit 1.5K. I saw.
Yeah!
Yay!
I'm sorry.
Thank you, everybody, for donating. That is super appreciated.
We should do our giveaway before everybody leaves.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can do a giveaway.
Do it.
Where is the giveaway thing? The giveaway is like 20 minutes, I believe. So
Is 20 minutes of what?
it's 20 minutes of people being able to enter the giveaway.
Oh.
Oh, wait, 15 minutes. Sorry, my bad.
I was confused. I was like, I'm sorry. What
I'm
are we
just gonna
giving
start the
away?
giveaway now.
20 minutes. There's nothing more valuable than time.
Hey, look, the moment of your death, you pause and go, you got 20 minutes, chill, and then they're gonna stab you in the throat. Congratulations.
It's actually 15 minutes, but we can hang around and chat a little bit.
Absolutely.
If you want. If anybody has to leave.
I'm afraid I might have to jump off. I've still got another 5 minutes or so to hang out.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Thanks for the
absolutely.
game.
Thanks again for everybody who was able to make it out. Mark and Lewis and Erika Ishii and Jake. You guys are awesome. And our main cast, Shar and Haley. Yeah.
Close enough.
Electra, and Kelly for doing the tech for us in the back. That is amazing. Thank you again.
I gotta respond to some messages from Kelly because I gotta get Kelly on Court of Corvids because we may or may not have been talking about that for a couple months now.
True. But yes, thank you so much to everyone here that donated their time to perform, everybody that in the chat that donated funds. This is a huge help for Wavaw. This is life-changing for so many survivors, and we're hoping to continue the stream. Obviously tomorrow's a new day, so stick around, earn some more rewards, help the next pack of woofs.
And tomorrow we're going to be back at the same bat time, same bat channel with Diana D'Amico, who is from Bard and Barbarian and Die Hard Dice, and Kelly, who's from Victoria by Night, is going to be joining us. Vince Casso, who you may know from some things like The Guild and LA by Night. Brennan Williams, who you would know as being a wrestler, and Ash Minnick, who is also from the LA's by Nights.
There may or may not have been two people on that also stream on Q Times. Just saying.
There, maybe. Yeah.
Look, I know it's a small, tiny channel, but come on, pop that up.
And yeah, we could do like quick round table for everybody to like pitch projects, stuff like that. See where you're going next. Let's start with Mark.
Oh, sure. I think I mentioned it earlier, but I'm currently doing a brand new Vampire the Masquerade podcast called Stitch of Fate, aka Pod by Night. That's at Pod by Night on Twitter. It's a really fun game. I've really been enjoying it and having a lot of fun with my character. Mathis Games is our storyteller. We've also got the Bubberknot and Little Red Dot and Gaming FTL. So yeah, it's a great group and I really enjoy playing with them. We've got new episodes dropping every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern on pretty much all major podcast platforms, so you can listen to that. And we do have some special shenanigans coming up for our Halloween episodes. We've already recorded those, so you can look forward to that.
Ooh. And next up is Luis.
Oh, hey, everybody. Again, I'm Luis Carazo. You can find me on all the social medias. It's just my first name and last name, LuisCarazo. And I will pop up. Tuesday nights, I am streaming with Hunters Presents. We're doing Outbreak Undead ongoing show with them every Tuesday night on the Hunters Presents channel. You can look them up. I don't know exactly the channel, but it's Hunters Presents, Hunters Gatherings. And you'll be able to find them, Outbreak Undead. American TV shows. I was on SWAT last season and on NCIS LA. One of those two shows I'm supposed to return to this season. So when I'm able to solidify all of that, I will be able to share that on my social media. So follow me if you want to see my death reel.
And we'll pitch it over to Jake.
So I would like to retract one of my statements from tonight's episode. I said that I looked like Rocky at the very end where he had the bloody nose. And I would like to retract that and say that I am like Luis in every single scene that he dies in, where he just looks phenomenal, but he's dead, man. He's just dead. My name is Jake. You can catch me on Twitter at IndigoQT, or you can head over to our Discord channel. We have a Discord channel where we hang out and talk all the time. But I run a channel called Q Times where we stream. Coming up at the end of this month, we will be streaming 7 days a week, and we will be having 8 shows a week out of those 7 days. So we have an extremely busy schedule. I don't expect you all to be there every single day, but there might be something that you enjoy. We go from Star Trek. We've got some D&D coming in there. We've got Pathfinder. We've got vampires. We have a Wraith show coming up really, really soon. So we've got a lot. We have a new show that we just launched called Power Play, which is based off of the Icon system, which is a superhero show that is on Sundays. But we've got so much going on. It's not even funny. I don't know how I'm able to manage it. Let's just say my sanity and sleep don't exist. But that's basically the best place that you can get a hold of me or see any of the projects that I'm working on.
And I believe Predation is in there with some dinosaurs.
Yeah, Predation was this morning, and that's what rated into this show. There's, like I said, there's just too much going on that I don't. At this point, I just make artwork and then I go, "What are we doing?"
All right.
Well, actually, I just thought of one thing that I forgot to plug, and I really should. I'm starting a new show on the Idle Champions channel with Christina Ariel. We are doing Improvised Champions of the Forgotten Realms, where we essentially do a play-by-play of an Idle Champions game and also voice all the champions. We've already had one show, and then we took the week off for Canadian Thanksgiving, but we are back on Monday, and I believe that'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific.
I forgot that Luis and I are the only non-Canadians in here.
That's
Hey,
true.
yeah,
Yes.
woohoo!
And Erika, when Erika was here.
Yeah, Erika was not Canadian. So yeah, basically the werewolves in Canada just run off of maple syrup, and they apologize a lot for killing worm creatures. And also there, we will pitch it over to Shar, who will mention.
Hello, friends. I have lots of things, and I'll be brief. Drinking and Screaming is my main project, my main baby. It's a queer and feminist horror movie review podcast where we talk about a different horror show every week, and we make a cocktail to go along with its mood and themes. I do that with Kelly, who's behind the scenes right now. That's every Monday, wherever you can find your podcasts. And otherwise, I'm just launching Tabletop Titties, which is a queer and feminist 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. We're live on Twitch on Tuesday nights, and the podcast will be out on Thursdays at the end of October. So get ready for that.
And Haley.
I'm a student, so I don't get to do cool, fun things like all of you. But
look, we stream 8 days a week.
So, if you're into cosplay, though, I do a lot of that. You can check me out at Aliferous on Instagram or on Twitter. Pictured below me, it's spelt weird, but yeah, this is kind of the cool thing I do.
And I'm Storyteller Steve, so if you can't figure out how to get here by now, I can't really help you at all. Join us. Usually we do Vampire on Saturdays at about 6 p.m. PDT. So yeah, we get to see like Raz and his friends stumble through life as vampires. It sort of, they stumble a
We're
lot.
hoodlums. It's fine.
They took over a barony. What can I say? You can't be doing that bad. So we are probably going to be doing some extra stuff in there too, possibly on another channel. I don't know. We could, take over 2 times for a day or something and give Jake a bit of a break. I don't know. Possibly.
And of course, don't forget that tomorrow is the rest of our charity stream for 2 hours starting at 2 p.m. PDT. Or sorry, for 3 hours starting at 2 p.m. PDT. So come back to see how the rest of the werewolves do.
Yes, and we still have about 5 minutes on our thing, so we could probably do like a fade out and then...
Great.
Yeah. So I'm going to say thank you again to all of our special guests, Mark, Louise, Jake, Erika. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things. I'm going to gush a little bit. You guys are great. Thank you so much again for doing this. This is amazing. And to Haley and Shar and Kelly for keeping everything, down on the side of the werewolves that came in to help, and for the tech for Kelly, because Kelly is awesome for our tech. Always amazing. So thank you for everybody who donated. You guys are amazing. You're going to help so many people so much with these donations. I'm done gushing. I don't know. There's probably a list of people that I've missed, but please don't get mad at me. So thank you.
I am mad.
I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody as well. Nice to see you again, Mark, and
you.
Jake as well, even though I heard your voice before.
Yes.
Thanks for having me, and again, thank you to everybody that donated as well.
Mm-hmm. A very good cause, and I got to play Werewolf for the first time, so that was great.
Anytime you guys want to come back for whatever, werewolf, vampire, we might even do a mage game at some point. Hint, hint to the person in the other room. So it's possible, we could do a little bit of something extra with everybody. That'd be great.
I don't even know. Mage just like it got me so... there's just so much going on with Mage. I have no idea where to even start with Werewolf. That being said, I also may or may not have waited until last night to build my Werewolf. So,
yeah, there was that. Yeah. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody once again. And I think we're going to fade to black now. Join us tomorrow, 2 p.m. PDT, same time as this one started. And we're going to play some more werewolves with the other pack of cubs that came in. So thank you, everybody. You guys all rock. I love you guys. And we are going to fade to black.
Bye.
Bye.